Well, it's about that time, isn't it? God damn. Who would have thought we would have been here? I mean, not me anyway, that's for sure. We're live. What's good? Hopefully everything's working and nothing crashes. Fantastic. What's good? It's that time again, man. It's been a while. I mean, the last time that this happened, that Celtic played in a UCL knockout tie, I didn't have a moustache, I'll say that much. So, this is going to be an interesting one for me to experience, I'll say that much, but we'll always shout out the other ones. How you doing, Thomas? Nice to see you, man. Come on, hopes indeed. Nice to see you as well, Robert. Hope you're enjoying yourself. How you doing, Black Sausage? Hope you're enjoying yourself as well, man. This is going to be tense. Let's say that much. It's been a pretty interesting build up over the course of the day. Rod Stewart's drunk on doing interviews, and I love to see it, man. It's funny as fuck. This should be good. Hopefully, it should be good anyway. I mean, if everything goes to plan, if everyone can tell me like I sound okay, there's no audio issues or anything, right? That's the kind of first thing that I want to clarify. Make sure that isn't messed up in any way. Let's say, but yeah, I mean. God damn. This is the big one for me, man. Every single fabric in my soul wants us to win this game, and I've been trying to manifest it as much as I physically can do over the last 10, 15 days or so, let's be honest. You know what I mean? I've been teeing myself up for this mentally, and to be fair, if we manage to get a job done, that's all I care about, man. Just don't fucking lose. That's all I care about. And as long as we don't do that, then I'm honestly content. Even if it's a shitty 0-0, it's still better than, like, not, it's better than getting hammered 4-0, you know what I mean? I just don't like getting hammered. That's the absolute fucking minimum, I'll be honest with you. How you doing, Stephen? Nice to see you, man. Oh, they're drawing 1-1 in the Liverpool game, fair enough. I mean, I suppose I'll keep a tab on some of them as well. That's what I was trying to say, like, down 1-1, that's what I read that as. I'm like, that's a jump to conclusions, nonetheless. But this one, yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm just hyped for it, man. I want to see us have a good game. That's all I really care about, man. I don't give a shit about the specifics or how we do it, just that we get across the line, because if we do, then, it means that we have something to kind of defend in the away leg, because we do not want to make the mistake of going into this game with like the big let's go and give them hell, and then we're like 5-0 down inside 60 minutes and there's no point, and we're just kind of like playing for pride at that point, you know what I mean? Like, there is very little that we can see that can go well if we decide to fuck up there, but we do have the light show and all that kind of kicking off as we kind of tick over things here. Every part of me is nervous as hell for this, but at the same time, I've kind of got that level-headed optimism. I'm not expecting us to run away with the game or anything, but I have, like, it's that case of, can we get past the first 10 minutes where those nerves are clearly going to be there, and if we can settle down into the game, because if we can, that's going to be a big, massive telling difference for us. But I might as well pull up everything that I need to hear. Just doing that very fast while we go through it. Here we go, fantastic. That's the lineup. That's who we're playing today. Hopefully we've got a pretty interesting one. How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Golden Abend. Hope you're doing well. This one's going to be very, very good. But Schmeichel starts in between the sticks. We're not really too surprised with this. It's pretty much exactly what I thought we were doing with the cup rotation. We kind of figured that in Gilles and Atati were going to start this match. Most likely Maeda was going to start as well, because obviously the suspensions were appealed. He wasn't meant to start this game up until a few days ago, so when that got announced, I was fucking buzzing, very pleased. So he gets to start. He's our main man in form right now, so if you're going to expect goals from anywhere, or at least chance creation, that would be your man right there. But I like the rest of the team as well. I like the fact that we've kind of got what we needed. I think Kuhn makes sense. Maeda's more than fine. Ida starting up between the middle, pretty much what you would expect. A skipper in the middle as well, which is pretty good. I ain't complaining. How you doing, Sarah? I hope you will. Or Sarah Ann, I should say. Sorry, I always just say Sarah, but I know let you kind of say the full thing. How you doing? Disappointed it's not Nick. Well, I mean, I get that to an extent, but I think it's more or less we're just taking the precautionary route. I love that tifo. Again, I can't show you a lot of this, but listen. It's just beautiful. Oh, well, I would kill to be there. Flash is probably sitting in there, absolutely just ready to go. Let's say, you know what I mean? He is absolutely fucking ready to go for this one. Oh man, this is going to be interesting for sure. Hopefully we get across the line. That's all I give a shit about, I'll be honest, man. Like I said, it's going to be It's going to be good. We'll read up the lineups about 2 or 3 minutes before kick-off. I think that's more than reasonable to do, but I'm just enjoying the actual atmosphere for now, man, because Jesus Christ. There are not going to be many noisier places on the planet than that tonight, I'll tell you that right now. How you doing, kid? Nice to see you, lad. Nice to see you as well, Izzy. Hope we do ourselves proud tonight. That's the absolute minimum. That's all I want to see. If we can do that, then fantastic, man. A half decent performance is all I care about. I wonder if I can show you a little bit of this now. Listen to that. Oh, get any of them boys. Come on, this is where we do some fucking major upset work, man. Skipper's in the tunnel along with the other one. There's Neuer as there, two very experienced players when it comes to European football. One certainly more experienced than the other, but this game is massive. We know the drill. The other 2 games alongside this will be kicking off as well. Feyenoord and Milan, Monaco and Benfica. If you missed the other match, by the way, that one ended in a very stupid way. There was a penalty that was given in Bruges' favour against Atalanta. That goal should not have been fucking even close to allowed. It was a horrible decision, but nonetheless, that's what we've got. So let's read out the lineups while we get ready to do what we're doing here. Hopefully we have a performance on, but starting with us, because we always have to start with us. It's Schmeichel in between the sticks, Taylor and Johnston hopefully going to be doing a solid shift at full-back respective positions, with Carter, Vickers and Trusty starting as a middle 2, so like I said, no skills for that one, doesn't surprise me too much. The skipper starts in between the middle of our 2 kind of outside midfielders, and they'll be doing a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to chance creation tonight, and Giles and Atati are the 2 that play in that midfield space, with Kun and Maeda playing on the wings, and more importantly, Maeda getting away from that suspension, meaning that he's available and back in fucking action, baby, and that's what we love to see. And Ida, of course, a main man starting in between. He did get a brace in his last Champions League match. That tonight would be fucking terrific for Bayern. Their side is, quite frankly put, very damn good, but if you don't know the team, I'll get you up to speed. It's Manuel Neuer starting in between the sticks for them, with Guerrero and Leimer as their full backs, with Eric Dyer from Spurs somehow managing to find his way in there, and Upamecano joining them with Goretzka and Kimmich, 2 of the most lethal midfielders in Germany at the moment, with probably the most lethal German full stop in Musiala playing as their central attacking midfielder, with Leroy Sané and Olise playing on either side with the wings, with of course probably their main threat up front being Harry Kane, the out and out striking source. If you want a little look at the benches, there you go. There's a couple of options that we can go to. Likewise, they can. Their bench has some very good options they can go to should they choose. So do we. It's all about how we play this game, and if we play it fucking well, there's a chance we can surprise them. Oh man, I just want to see us do something. I mean, there's your betting odds if you want a little look at it. Celtic, if we've got 12% odds, we've got more of a chance of drawing according to the betting odds for us, which is never a good idea. 71% in Bayern's favour, but then again, we are known for upsetting the odds, so if we can do that tonight, that'd be brilliant. How you doing, James? Nice to see you, man. Hope you well. Sorry I missed that one. I'll be 3 times on the road this season. Well, we can hopefully make it a 4th, Chief. That's the way I'm looking at it. You want a rematch with Villa? I'm pretty sure after that we get played. It's either Leverkusen or Madrid, I believe, or Atletico Madrid, I should say. How you doing, MT? Nice to see you, fella. But I'll just read now the lineups and then we'll be getting underway. Fuck me, the nerves are going to kick in big style. So it's just about catching them out, man. That is the big thing that we have to do here. If we're going to get into Bayern, we can't let them fucking build up, right? We have to step on the gas from minute 1 and keep it going until minute 90. We can't give them that 5-minute slack off, 5-minute fucking, brittle performance that we did at the start and the end of Aston Villa. We tend to do that a lot in matches, especially in Europe, where we have that kind of slow start, slow end. We need it to be consistent, especially against a team like Bayern that will punish you for the most minor mistake. They do concede goals, but the big thing about Bayern is that they score them as well. They only just missed out in the top 8, keep in mind. They were only a point or 2 away for really making a case of being in there themselves. It wasn't for the fact that they did have those away defeats that they probably would have been comfortably in the top 8. So this one has to go. We have to play well, we have to play effective, and more importantly, We have to play fucking team football. We have to play for the badge tonight, because if they try and be individual, it's not going to fucking work. I'll tell you right now, we're relying on Maeda to get into spaces and do all the heavy lifting for us on the offensive front. Sure, you might get a chance or two from it, but it's not going to win you the game. You have to have everybody playing in unison, and if we don't get that tonight, it's really hard to imagine us seeing us getting anything more than just a positive kind of draw type scenario. But right now, my heart tells me 2-1. My heart says that we get the job done at the very least. That's my hope, at the very least anyway. If we can do that, then I'll be fucking chuffed, I'll tell you that much. But of course, football is a very unpredictable sport. But Bayern are definitely the leading kind of marksman in Germany right now. Celtic the leading marksman in Scotland. Two very historic sides in their own goddamn right, with two sets of very, very decent players. Bayern definitely the more experienced team in these situations. They've been here before many times. For Celtic, like I said, it's been over a decade since that point. But kick-off is here. Oh my god, man. It's underway. Ball on. Football fucking time, gentlemen. Put the press on and get into them. We need to make this a game. Can't let them score early, that's for damn sure. Good win immediately. We've got the ball back. Taylor's under a bit of pressure, manages to clear it. Good stuff, big man. Ball's played through the middle and there's a bit of a chase down. Good shift, the Angels to kind of break away. Ball straight down that right hand side looking for space. Brilliant start, boys. Run at him. Brilliant for Kuhn. Gets into space. Shot from range. Goes through. It's one! It's 1-0! Celtic lead inside a minute! What a start! What a start that is! We lead inside 30 fucking seconds! It's been flagged for offside potentially, I'm not too sure. The linesman might have ruined it out of the gate, but it didn't look offside for the ball through. It's been disallowed immediately. What the fuck? He didn't look offside there at all. Show me the line. What are they saying? What the fuck for? What's it getting disallowed for? Apparently interference for Ida. That cannot stand. That has to stand. Apparently because Ida tries to step out of the way of the ball, they're trying to disallow it. This is what I'm saying with the top 5 fucking leagues in Europe. They're always very protected. That should stand and would stand in any other game. Fucking ridiculous. There we go. Started immediately with UEFA's bullshit. What the fuck was that disallowed for, man? It's taking us 30 seconds to see who UEFA's going to favour in this one. Fuck's sake, that's ridiculous. The perfect start and it's been killed immediately by UEFA's referees. That is fucking poor. Should have guessed they were going to have a shite night after that decision against fucking Atalanta v Bruges, man. The UEFA referees are fucking shocked. That should have stood. There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever, man. And now Bayern are on a potential breakaway. It's a fucking great touch for Taylor to keep that one out of bay. That is heartbreaking, man. It was literally the perfect fucking start and it's killed because the referee's a prick. Or should I say the linesman? Apparently because Ida tries to move out the way, that's him interfering with play. Apparently if McGowan, it's apparently infecting Neuer's vision. You sure it's not just because he's an old bastard? That is horrific, man. That's already killed my hope. I had such heart. Immediately I was like, yes, let's fucking go. We're getting it in back. That's going to kill a lot of morality immediately. You could hear the reaction of the fucking stadium. They were not happy about that whatsoever. We've been cheesed one already. Bayern have done well to win that one back and they're on the press here. Musiala's done a brilliant step inside. Lammer's got space. Shimmers it out towards the edge of the area. Lisi's there, steps to the side, has a shot, takes a bounce out, clear to the edge. Apparently the referee doesn't say that's a foul and it's gone over. And we survive a little bit of a scare there. Chance for Limer on the shot, goes over the bar. But genuinely, I've seen the flag and I'm like, no fucking way you're doing this already, man. He looked perfectly fine. That's what I was like, is it Kuhn that's offside? Because he looked onside to me. He is, apparently it's just because of either. It's a fucking stop we need to see, man. We need to put the pressure on them from the get-go and that's exactly what we've done. It's a firm reminder that they need to play. But I fucking swear to God, if they go down and get an easy penalty or something, I'm going to capitulate. It better no fucking happen, that's all I'm saying. Most likely, right, they kind of need the home advantage. I don't know why, man, but anytime we score, but just anytime we score in general, it just does not fucking work out for us. There's like a 50% chance it gets disallowed if it's UEFA. There's a break on for Bayern, they've got a step through here, good press. Potential breaking again, it's Lima that's thread through the space, good tackle for Maeda, gets back and covers the space, and again, Johnson's going to be forced to play a quick ball out. Kuhn's under pressure, will have to play that back to Schmeichel or get it up the line. Cuts it up the line but doesn't get it particularly too far out, and it should be gathered quite comfortably. Played back into the midfield space. Potential break down that left hand side. It's a good touch, and we've got to kind of mark that one out. Don't let them in central, lads. Musiala's just hanging off the back of them, looking for that inside run between the midfielders there. You don't want to give him that fucking space. Lyman has it. Good tackle, takes a bounce out, and it just about kind of takes a bounce away. I have no idea what that even means, Black Sausage. What did they... Have you blacked out? Come on, simple ball down the side, get there and cover it, lads. Don't let them into easy spaces. This is what I'm saying, you can't let them build up for the back. This is where they're fucking decent. How are we playing? We scored and it got disallowed because UEFA. That's all I need to say to it. Apparently Ida being like a marginal fucking bit behind the defender and getting out the way of a shot and is apparently interference to the referees. We should have been 1-0 up, but good thing to take from it is that we're actually playing better than them so far, I would say anyway. Simple pass out for the back, keep it close, boys, don't play anything convoluted. Brilliant touch for McGregor, opens up a lot of space to run down. Great pass to Maeda, great touch for Maeda too. But fucking Hatate decides to overrun the entire ball. Lad, you need to fucking look at where it's going. You've just opened this up, big style there. Lacey has it on the right hand side and he's just going to hold up the play, try and buy some space for anybody to get involved. Right now it's Kimmich, lays it short, touch back out to Elise. Dangerous edge of the box stuff, get it out boys, don't let him shoot. Takes a pop up clearance and it's going to be a corner kick for Bayern. I know they're saying that it was offside, David, let's be fucking real, I didn't touch him. It's different if Ida flicks it into play or whatever, but Jesus Christ, it was a shot through a sea of bodies. And speaking of seas of bodies, there's a bunch in the box right now that are going to be trying to fight it out for this ball coming in. Corner kick, swung up high over a bunch of people, headed up and away. It's going to be the tip off, it's going to be crucial here. It's not great for Rio, but good enough to buy us time to kind of set ourselves in case another cross comes in, which Elise is trying to tee up. Does flick on, is not really particularly great, it's dangerous still. Chance for Bayern, takes a huge pop up and it's over quite comfortably, and Celtic will just be able to gather the ball again. You consider that a shot if you want, I guess, but not too much of a threat. We've done it once, we can do it again. I like that optimism, Chief. I love how it's shown that goal back to rub it the fuck in. Nice one, UEFA. But that is apparently because Ida just skiffed it, man. That's such a fucking, like, horrible thing to witness. Decent start first though, you can't complain about it. Chance on the edge of the area for Bayern, no sails over everybody. Good header, very good header for Taylor under pressure though. And Taylor just kind of half hooks it, pops up and away. Brother, try and spell first respectfully. Open Meccano has it. He'll be just be looking for anyone that's open right now. Plays it out towards Lima. kind of pipped in for Elise. He's going to be put under immediate pressure, and we've won the ball back. Good fucking hustling face there. Rio has to do well to hold that one up, and for some reason just kills the ball dead, plays it back to space. We could have countered there, big man. That's a few times you've made mistakes now. You need to shake those nerves out your system, big fella. You can see there, that's a good layoff part, really good layoff touch for Ida as well, by the way. Maeda's there on the overlap, header is awkward. Slight chase down, could have been engaged there. Ida kind of forced the quick header back for Guerrero there. It's going to be played back to him from Neuer, and they can build out and try and do something themselves here, Bayern. Towards that left hand side, comfortably held up, but the pressure's still there. Celtic are holding that firm line. Good boys. I'm complaining too much at how we've played so far. A matter of millimetres have cost us the lead so far, which is always a fun thing to see, but so far we're doing our best to limit the chances for Bayern, making it frustrating for them to get inside the box at the very least. That's a really good ball out towards the right hand side, actually, chance for them to do something. Slow the shot. I mean, to be fair, we're not played shit so far. Although that's a poor giveaway for Johnston. Chance for Bayern on the edge of the area, played into space. It's awkward. Get out, Schmeichel. Thank God for that, big man. Jesus Christ. Could have been dangerous. The ball spilled in a very, let's say, awkward way, and Schmeichel had to react quickest. Otherwise, there was a body in black there to get on the end of that. We survived the scare for now. We've got the ball back to Carter Vickers. We're just kind of keeping it calm across the back. Can't say either team's been particularly dominant, but Celtic are doing what they can to frustrate the bigger boys right now, and that's good to see. Rio, decent touch, lays it back towards Trusty. You have a feeling he'll be having a lot of second touches tonight. Decent approach play, good pass inside, use your feet, big man, simple. I like that. Taylor's getting involved a bit more than you would expect in the early stages, but so far so good. Nothing to necessarily complain about so far. Good for Trusty again. Just rolls it back up towards Taylor. He might look for the quick pass, might go inside. Back to Trusty, who goes back to Schmeichel. Well, this is the stuff we can't be doing. We have to go forward at some point. Simple pass, decent. Good for Schmeichel, lays it back across. Back to Schmeichel. Again, I don't want to see our defenders having all the spare touches here. You've got to play out at some point. That's a good touch. Kuhn doesn't do well to gather it, but it's hooked up by Angels and well held up by Ida, although for some reason he flicks the ball straight back into the danger zone. And Celtic have to kind of scurry the ball back into their possession. It's sent up the field. Slight chase down, and he could actually beat his man to it. That is a fantastic touch back, in fairness. Can't even say anything bad about that. That was calm as hell for Dyer. He just kind of hooked past it back to Neuer like there was no pressure on that whatsoever. Sprint down that side is on. Good taking touch. It's a good hold up. Man, he does it to cover him. Good stuff, wee man. The play is basic, but nothing too dangerous so far for Bayern. They're just looking for simple 1-2s. They get it out to Elise. Chance there is half dangerous. Shots dangerous. Good save for Schmeichel. Tips it around the post. That was not really ideal. How easy it was for Elise to get in behind and force that chance. They did well to take it down, and Trusty kind of closes down the angles just about in the nick of time, but doesn't necessarily get away for his man. Elise just does enough to force the shot away, and thankfully Schmeichel switched on to kind of palm it around the post, but again a bit too easy when you consider the circumstances. Based on the way they're setting up the corners, it's more or less zonal. So it's going to be a high swinging in, you'd imagine, towards that back area, and it's actually a near post swing. That is definitely not the cross I was expecting. But they could still do something with this. Bayern laid off in a lot of space there for him to get the ball. Maybe pick an easy pass, goes backwards instead, and that ball in is kind of half cocked in. Celtic will be able to clear it, but there's some danger there. Musiala holds it up, edge of the area. Calm enough from them. They're just looking for any open options, and the passing's calm for Bayern. Cross in is good. Good palm away for Schmeichel. Good strength behind the wrists as well to palm it away to make sure that Celtic can defend it. If they can set themselves a bit quicker, that would be ideal. Back towards Limer, and they'll just kind of build from the back again. Bayern's got a bit of sustained pressure going here. Oh, it's bounced off the referee and back into the Bayern possession. I think it just always a one to go because they were last on it. Limer Olise played back. Goretzka, simple ball into space again. They're playing very calm here. Step inside, Olise crosses, dangerous, and it's well dealt with. In fairness, for Johnston on the back stick, it's going to be another corner kick for Bayern. And so that sustained pressure is actually starting to build up a little bit now. And then Paul needs to see if Ella like was with you, Alan. Hope you're well. Things you love to see, man. Things you love to see. I don't know if I updated the other Google bit one. Just make sure that I haven't done that. Valid enough. I do appreciate that. Taylor needs to put Olise onto his right foot, he can't be allowed onto that left. I think if you put him onto his left foot, then it just means you're going to get those whipped in crosses, which they're looking for anyway. I think Taylor just needs to be able to stand his man up for a respectable enough distance without getting sucked into the challenge fully. That's a decent ball in for Bayern, and once again Celtic kind of defend that near post valiantly, but still very much sustained pressure on here. You've got to close him down now, lads. It's a good step in for Rio, just about forces them to move the ball quickly, but again Bayern are just looking for any open lane and then are just firing it into spaces that they see. They're shut in black and they're doing a fantastic job of it so far. Well dealt with, but again still very much in their pressure. Kimmich cuts it back. Limer's going to have to chase that one down a bit, but eventually funnels it out towards that far side again. Cut back. They've got Musiala basically acting as an anchor to get in behind. Decent shift. You've got to keep the pressure on him. Nice. Upamecano's forced to play it back across for Guerrero. Laid in for Sané. Just going to cut it back for Upamecano. He'll look for any open options again. Celtic are playing a very set shape, very rigid. It's not allowing Bayern to make those simple passes in behind without too much pressure on them, but it means when they try and go for an advanced ball into the box, you've got 2 or 3 Celtic bodies that can get on the end of it. But again, the problem with that is that you're sitting off and allowing Bayern to build up, and that is a dangerous game to play with how counter-attacking they can actually, be at times. You're starting to see Bayern develop their tactic, although that is a very poor pass. If Maeda can get on the end of that, does well to hold it up, and there's a bit of a kind of half shout there, but I think at the very least it's a throw in for us, so not too bad. Loose pass for Dyer. That came for the right bit of pressure at the right time there. Good pass out, come on boys. Plays damn respectable. Carter's going to have to shift it faster than that. Took his sweet fucking time, and now Schmeichel's under pressure. Do not fucking take an extra touch, big man. You're not designed for that. God damn. Good header for Maeda to keep that and play. The ball over is actually dangerous as well. How's your control, Ida? Very decent. He's on the chase down against Lima, but he's got down to that byline fair enough. I think he's forced a corner at the very least. Apparently not. It's a goal kick. Ida doesn't look too happy about it, but again the referee just seems to be sucking one particular team off this entire match so far. And Bayern take it quickly before there's a chance for them to realise that they were incorrect on that one. Slabit. All that. Taylor over the last 24 months has shown exactly why he'll be a massive miss in the summer. KT is class, but will spend much more time on the injury pitch, on the injury table than the pitch. Sorry. I suppose, but again, it's one of those where you just have to trust that the manager's making the right decisions. Like I said, I'm not someone that hates Taylor. I've said some shitty things about him in the past. I've had my opinions on him, certainly, when he's had his off stints. But when he's played well, you've given him his credit, you know what I mean? He's definitely not been too bad. But you want to see him a bit more in this game. I want to see him just funnel an extra pass or two down that flank, get it into Maeda, because it's a lot of space that's been opened up down that side whenever Maeda's forced to step in. Played out towards Olise on that right side. Step out now, Taylor. Big man, you've got to fucking close the space. Stop the cross. Allows Olise to get the pass. Balls bobbled. Dangerous. Not really cleared. Eventually headed away. It's not, again, fully dealt with. Celtic more or less have all with their bodies behind the ball right now. Respectable attempt so far. Well, if there's over 100 of these in here, then that's fantastic. If any of you can subscribe, that would help out the channel very much, thank you. If we could hit 1600 tonight, that'd be fantastic. Ain't no pressure on it though. Dwayne Company will be too displeased with how his team have started. In fairness, they've been pretty composed. Rogers having a couple of words with Koundé now. Probably just trying to give him a bit more of an incentive and a direction on what to do when the ball actually comes forward on the attacking fronts. Yeah, you have a feeling that if there is a goal in this game, it's going to be fucking crucial. That is a big giveaway. You've got to win that header, Johnston. Good stuff, big man. You've kind of saved it a bit there. There's a good sprint down that side and a potential chase down as well. So Buchanan's going to be forced to play that back. And I tell you what, Neuer was stepped out far there. If there was an interception on, there could have been something. Can't fault it, but calm enough for Bayern. Respectable on all fronts. Good piece of attacking. Well, I was going to say that's a very loose ball. Schmeichel, claim it. Thank you, big man. Love to see it played out. Go, run it in, Giles. He ran it straight into McGregor's path, who was under pressure almost instantaneously. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you, Declan. We do appreciate that. Likewise for you, 911-24/7. That is a fantastic name. I appreciate that, man. That's very kind. How's your control? Not really good for my head, in fairness. It's going to be a Bayern throw in, but we can put pressure on it. Or we could have if we were aware that there was going to be a quick throw in. It's just going to allow Upamecano to kind of step out from the back quite comfortably and build some space. Neuer has it, switches it to Dyer, and we'll maybe see a long ball here actually because of the Celtic bodies are actually in the half. I was just wondering why you were saying cabbage there. I'm alright, I forgot cabbages in here too. How you staying, lads? Hope you're well. Got to move the ball with a bit of pace and purpose, boys. You've got to get on it. First of all, sitting after them is not going to do anything. Guerrero plays it into space. Kimmich. That kind of cross ball was kind of half-assed actually. You have to say that's one of Bayern's poorer balls into the box. You can probably guess he was trying to hope on a run from the inside of Kane there, but I don't think he was going to be switched on, or more importantly that athletic to get there. It's a good pass out for the back, but it's going to have to require a good hold-up touch, and that's brilliant from Ida. The ball over the top is dangerous. Neuer will have to come out and claim it, just allows it to roll into his hands comfortable enough. We kind of do the exact same thing, send a half-decent ball up, looking for options, but that's about it. We still got Joy to bring on fresh, exactly it, you know what I mean? Like, we do have changes that we can make, so do they, admittedly. They have some fantastic options on the bench themselves. Well, you feel like if we need just a little bit of a tweak or a change up in the front three, Jota would be one of those types of players that you would want to bring on. You'd consider maybe Bernardo as well. Hell, even McCowan wouldn't be a bad idea if you want to go for something a bit more kind of technical based. I can't say the boys have played bad so far. They've just had to do a bit more defending than you would like to see in the early stages of a game. Besides that one big chance that we had at the start, that's the heartbreaking part. Ball into the box is half dangerous from Bayern, but Trusty gathers it comfortably enough. That's calm football out for the back. Maeda kind of half chops the pass up. Calmness for McGregor again, but the ball's given away. It's how's it fucking spilled through, lads? Jesus Christ, man. This is what I'm talking about with the luck of the bounce. Went Bayern's way a few times there and it somehow managed to work out for them, but I think it might have been either pulled up for offside or it's a throw in for them. It was a really good block for Trusty in the end there. He had to get himself in the big end of that. Hey then, Robbie, nice to see you, fella. Go and move that faster, man. That's a good ball down that side. Go on, Kuhn, chase and get on to it. Force your man to play. That's a good ball inside. Lovely cut back, but it's just a bit overshot. That could have been something. It was a good attacking idea. Fantastic attack. Oh, that could have been something great. That would have been fucking amazing. UFO's disclosure. Now that's an interesting name. Fantastic. Welcome, my guy. Can you ask the aliens if they know what the result of this game is? Please. Just so I know what the fuck is happening. I mean, Bayern have basically slowed the game right down there. That little bit of pressure for Celtic, they've kind of switched on a bit and went, They're not willing to get us in behind, because the hold-up play from Ida has been pretty fucking decent. Simple ball out. Ball over the top is dangerous. This could be something for Bayern. Cut back is awkward. Don't know what the fuck that was. He's just giving the ball away poorly there. Just rolls out for a throw-in instead. I suppose that makes sense, but why the fuck would you do that? It's allowed a chance for Bayern to get in behind on the box here. Keep the pressure on them, boys. Do not allow them to cross. They have physical bodies in there that can cause some problems. Can I cut into space? Good hold up play. Hatate stands his man up, puts some respectable pressure on, but again Bayern are more than comfortable playing inside the final third. It's where they're kind of most active usually. That is a lovely passing goal. At least he's got it around the other side here. Chance for them to do something. Good hold up play from us. But again, Johnston has to stand his man up. It's whipped across with a lot of power. Limer might have to force a shot early here. Lays it off instead. I think in hindsight he would probably have just fancied to take that shot, but we closed them down quick enough. So while we are being put under pressure, we're dealing with it just about. That's a great interception. Fantastic interception. And now we have a breaking chance. Come on, lads. Ball's played into that open space. Ida's hold up play is going to be crucial here. Holds it inside up and near the byline. Put under a lot of pressure, but he wins it off the back end. It's going to be a throw in. That's a wee bit respectable. Good work for the Irishman there. Gets a wee round of applause for the boys. Oh, I appreciate all the subscribers, lads. That's very kind of you. Royston Paul, thank you very much, my guy. Welcome. I hope you have a good time here. That's a decent ball for Kuhn actually. Run it, son. How's your composure? I mean, going backwards is something, I guess, but I was hoping for a ball inside. A little bit of sustained pressure first, though, holding up the ball a bit more, although, admittedly, we're going backwards with it more often than I would like to say. Are they doing well? Ida's done fantastic so far. I think he'll be a wee bit disheartened that like his intervention, I guess, in that shot for Kudin obviously disallowed the goal, but take away that. Guy's doing everything you probably would have tactically asked of him. He's holding up the ball well, trying to bring anyone into play. He's allowing players to kind of take their time to get up towards him, and it's allowing us to defend a bit deeper. So he's doing a lot of the kind of key things as a hold-up kind of advanced forward can do. He's doing a fantastic job of it, but again, you feel like Bayern are kind of growing into this game a bit more confidently. We're defending fantastic for the most part, but we know all too well 1 or 2 mistakes can cost you a game here, so first goal is very important. That's a poor pass for Taylor. I respect what he was trying to do and he was under a bit of pressure there, but we've been put under some needless attacking for now, but they've decided to go backwards. Okay, well that's interesting for Bayern's perspective. Simple roll across the face. Guerrero gets it in behind. Lovely touch. They're going to try that 1-2, but it's well bodied and dealt with by Johnston. He's putting a good shift in himself here. Ball takes a bobble up, and again it just finds a way to land perfectly for Bayern every time, man. It's actually fucking weird how it does that. Ball down that right hand side. Lisi has it. I'm against Maeda. 2 of the more pacey fellas on the pitch right now, and to be fair, Maeda stands his man up fantastically. Some pressure's on. Taylor kind of holds up Lima. And Hatate holds up Kimmich. Good work all round there, boys. Decent. Very damn decent. I like that. We're fucking forcing them to play through us rather than just one simple ball over the top that fucking makes us defend for nothing. Good consistent pressure here. It's forcing them to move. I can see what you're saying when you say that you want someone, like, if you kind of wanted to go with a different way. I appreciate the people that unsubscribe. That's very cool, thank you. But I don't think it would have made sense, because like I said, Ida's that hold up player that's doing a lot of the kind of gracious, hard physical work right now. And as much as I love Maeda, the one thing that he isn't is a physical type of player. He's not going to be able to body up a 6'2" defender. But Ida can, and he's doing a fantastic job of it so far. Cutting behind's dangerous, and we're going to have to play that one. I cannot argue with any of your arguments whatsoever. I think they're all valid in their own ways. This was kind of what I was expecting though, because of the way that Bayern play. They're quite physical by their own right. So having someone like Ida made sense just for that hold-up play aspect, and again it's been one of our better aspects. We haven't had any, I guess, registered shots, because the one shot that we have had was disallowed, so technically we wouldn't have had any, but it literally came from that. Good hold-up play, pass back, cut across, run down for Kuhn. We were just doing all the right things, and Ida was holding up the defenders, and it opened up the space. So if we can get that going again, that does not surprise me too much if that's the case. Oh, that's a good layoff. McGregor's going to have to beat his man to it. Lovely work for the skipper. Arns, but what the fuck is that, big man? Respectfully, you got to win those. You can't let your skipper put in a fucking shift like that to get the ball back for you to fucking waltz forward like you're a goddamn toddler, big man. Use your shoulders there. And then he fucking dives in way too late and commits a stupid foul. Fantastic. I'm just going to go with the dropped advantage anyway, so fair enough. Bayern's going to play it up that right hand side. Good pass inside for Elise. Lovely hold up touch for Kane. Chance for Bayern here. That's a good big piece of stand up play for Trusty. Kind of turns in on Musiala, prevents that easy chance. Valid. As long as this goes goal, it's better for us. A wee sneaky goal in the 90th minute would do. I mean, I would honestly take that every day of the week. It's not been a miserably bad performance, but we can't be defending too much of this game. Especially at home, you have to take advantages where you can. Of course, Bayern go down looking for an advantage, and they've actually got it. That's even sadder. Ball's put back over, good taking touch, laid off to the side. Musiala has it. Back towards Shane, that's a good spread across, and there's some pressure there again for Bayern. They'll try to build up on either side, trying to stretch across the defensive line of Celtic. Celtic just about hanging firm for now. Good stand-up play, Kuhn sticks his leg out at the perfect time, but again the ball just somehow finds a way to fall back to Bayern. The ball's popped over, this should potentially be one. Good save, Kasper. Big hands, Kasper. Gets out, closes the space down and manages to get on top of the ball before there's any extra pressure on it. Good stuff indeed. Can't take anything away for the way we defended that either, because no one really did anything wrong. Just a maybe tad bit late of a step into Carter Vickers that played Sané onside, but besides that, nothing too bad. Ball's been sent forward and we've immediately been giving it away. That's the stupid shit that I'm talking about. We can't be doing stuff like that. Just immediately giving Bayern the ball back for no reason whatsoever. Maeda's tried to put some pressure on. That's a great challenge for Rio, but again the ball just finds a fucking way to bounce back to Bayern every single time. And again, for fuck's sake, man. This is getting dodgy. Good save, cleared away, still dangerous. He's hacked at it. Big save for Kasper to keep us alive for now. Shot, big deflection again. Rio gets it away. Fucking hell, man. How is every bounce conceivably going their fucking way there? There's about 4 tack challenges and every single one of them it just bounces straight back to a fucking shirt in black. I mean, I think Kane was offside by a significant distance anyway, so the goal wouldn't have stood even if it went in, but Kasper was not aware of that. It's still a fucking brilliant save. I have to wonder how Carter did not even get close to his man there whatsoever, but nonetheless we move. And Kasper's facial expression should pretty much tell you how he feels. Ball's been sent out from the back. Headed down and popped up, and again, man, we've just got... Can we fucking stop with this? Play with some fucking confidence, boys, man. You're just putting the ball up the pitch. We're starting to sheep out of it, and I don't want to fucking see us do that shit. Not for a second, man, because that's when we lose the game. Got to keep firing into these boys, lads. You've got to keep fucking consistent. McGregor to Rio under needless pressure, and he just passes it straight into a fucking shirt in black. Man, this is what I'm lads, you've got to slow yourselves down. They're just trying to get it out for the back. That is their entire methods right now. Maeda puts a bit of pressure on. Good step in, but again the press is lacking, man. You've got Maeda basically covering for everyone. Where the fuck is Ida? Why is he hanging so far back? Lead into open space. Here's Kimmich. Just runs as far as he kind of is allowed there. Played out towards the left hand side. Here's Guerrero. 1 to is it with his predecessor, back towards Dyer. It's starting to feel like we might be considering playing for getting in at half time at 0-0. Thank you, Hiccups. Very fucking cool. McCartney's put under a bit of pressure. On the ball across is dangerous enough, but nothing too much there. You're playing like we were expecting us to play away from home, no press, just sitting down. Come on, lads, get at them. Well, to be fair, we've only done it for the past like 5-10 minutes. As long as we don't do it for the rest of the goddamn half, man. I want to have like a wee burst at them towards the final 5 at the least. See if we can snatch a goal before half time, because it can definitely change game plans. Bayern have definitely been the stronger team in the first half, but it's not to say Celtic have played bad at all. We should have had a goal, but again, referees protect the top 5 leagues like fucking no man's business. That's a good pass out for the back. There's a potential break on. Carter's going to have to come out and cover that. Johnston gets on the end of him. Musiala goes down way too easy there. Way too easy there. And he gets the fucking foul anyway, because of course he does. He's a golden child. You fucking prick. Little bit of physicality, man, and he goes down that fucking easy, man. You are a gazelle on ice, you fucking dancey little prick. Fuck's sake, you can tell he's English, pretending to be German, man. That's fucking worse. Ridiculous for Musiala, but nonetheless, the referee buys it. It's going to be a foul for them in a potentially dangerous area as well. I don't like these types of set pieces. As long as we get a header out for the back, that's all I'm focusing on, man. It's going to be Kimmich to swing it in. Awkward and up, not necessarily dealt with, takes a header over everyone, should be a goal kick for us. Good enough, right, and we survive a little bit there. Imagine that, Watchalong. Vikings are Scandinavian. They go as far as the goddamn Faroe Islands, my guys. I mean, in terms of shot creation, this game's been very stale, but the actual tactical battle's been pretty interesting. Minus the last 5 or 10 minutes where Celtic have just kind of sat in on themselves a bit, but besides that, we've had moments, little stints, 5-minute bursts here and there where we've looked potentially threatening and we've done some good things in patches, but we need to kind of stitch them together to make something a bit more consistent. That's very calm for Neuer, in fairness, that's clean as fuck. Just kind of pops it over his man, Idol put some pressure on. Like that, stands his man up. There's some very good physicality there, good stuff, Celtic. There we go. Putting your shoulders into them, man, getting into a fucking physical battle. It's not a bad idea every now and then, is it? Carter, come on son, run it into space. Good touch, really good touch for you actually. The pass for McGregor ain't half bad either. Taylor takes a weird touch but manages to get it under control and plays out to Trusty, who goes back to Schmeichel. What's the point in doing the nice passing in the dangerous areas just to go fucking backwards? Getting a bit fucking dumb now, boys. Carter's pass is a bit slack and Johnston is forced to kind of win the throw in off of the kind of inside of Sané there. Good ball, good shift across space, come on. Decent pass, break down that left hand side, come on. Maeda, use your speed, big man. Does a alright job, manages to get the cross in. Still dangerous for us, we have it outside the box. And Rio gives the ball away, for fuck's sake. Where's your goddamn awareness, son? Scan the goddamn ground, make sure you're not marked. It's allowed them to break here. Chance for Bayern, good cut out for Carter. Coon plays it out, lovely touch. That is a lovely, fucking lovely 1-2 play, by the way. And Celtic could be on a break here. Hold on, chance! Maeda! You got to shoot back. What the fuck are you? Why do we throw away so many good fucking chances? What was that? It's like he got in two minds whether he wanted to pass or shoot and he just fucking... Oh, that is just retarded, man. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. That is a fucking bad mistake to make. Perfect break, man. A fucking 3-on-3 and he decides to pass it to the fucking player in front of him. That is bad, Dyson. Come on, man. Oh, that is ridiculously poor. That would have been a big chance to get at least the first fucking shot of the game for us. We can't even do that, right? Come on, man. Stop trying to be too fucking integral where it matters. Do what we did in the first 30 seconds. Ball into space. As soon as you see gap, fucking fire at it. Make them fucking work. It's a bit ridiculous going side to side and then getting into the box and then just miss passing. It's always the final fucking ball, man. Come on. I respect the attempt there for Kuhn, but it was always kind of a dangerous one to get away, and Johnston's out of position, so he can't even try and be in the right area for that. Jesus Christ, lads. This is getting a bit fucking dumb. That was okay. Well, that's fair enough. Oh yeah, that's a goal kick as well, isn't it? You fat fucking prick. It's that linesman, by the way. Get his fucking dive checked. Your wife's getting shagged in the fucking parking lot by a fucking man twice the man you are. If you're doing shit like that, how is that? Brother, it's a goddamn corner for us. That's the second time he's done that to Ida. Second time where the balls came off their shirt and black rolled over the byline and then they just went, nah, it's Bayern's fucking goal kick, screw it. Second corner we've been denied, fantastic. So we've been denied a goal, 2 corners. At least a foul now as well. Anything fucking else? But it seems like both teams are kind of... What was the first goal ruled out and was it the right call? Technically, yes, it was the right call because Ida apparently interfered with play and then within Neuer's line of sight and he couldn't react to the shot. But no, if you're asking me honestly, I've seen that goal stand in so many other instances. It's just because it's fucking Bayern. Come on, boys. You've got to fucking move. Do some football, please. This is the kind of point in time where I'm hoping we start to see a bit more urgency on the kind of offensive front. David, are you drunk? You've spelled a lot of words wrong, my fella. Linesman chest. I mean, to be fair, I'm attracted to women, chief. I don't be looking at men's chests. There's Sani, that's a good touch. Oh, fuck off, don't you dare. Good tackle. Decent work, Johnston. Come on, son. Johnston's complaining that it came back off Sani, but apparently it's a corner kick for Bayern. It looked like a corner kick for Bayern, honestly. Feels like that a little bit, Mark. Feels like that. Let's see, it was... Nah, it's definitely a corner kick to Bayern. I mean, I love how the linesman gets that one fucking right, but not the 2 previous one that Celtic should have had. They seem to be vigilant as fuck for one team, they do not care for the other. Come on, boys. Defend it. Defend it valiantly, that's all I'm asking here. Get it a fucking way. Kimmich. I mean, that's up, I guess. It's another corner on the other side. I mean, fair enough for Johnston. He seems to be covering all the defensive areas at the back right now. Fair enough to him. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. 2.5 minutes left until half time. Oh my god, I thought that was in for Bayern there. I was about to fucking cry. Thank Christ it's hit the side netting. Kane was left pretty much open at the back stick. It was just a little bit of a delayed reaction for Johnston that did just enough to put him off. The little kind of push back bodge that allowed Kane to kind of get into the air, but it was just enough for Johnston. Still pitch poor. You should have done way better because he was only able to kind of like pad him down a wee bit to stop the jump I had, but he gets out on target. Chances are that finds a way underneath Schmeichel and into the back of the net, and it's cut back to them having another chance. Get to fuck, man. What's this? Thank you, Rio. Very calm. Love to see it. And Giles has it. Don't go backwards. Why would you go backwards? He's gone backwards. That is done. You had like 3 people ahead of you and you choose to wait. We're definitely playing to get to half time at 0-0, which is a bit stale if you're asking me, but I can kind of understand it at the same time. You only get one crack at a game like this, so 0-0 is not bad to go in at half time, but by the same token, a couple of arguments to be made otherwise. exactly. If anything, Casper's the Great Dane because the man's a fucking dog. I mean, in that in a good way, by the way. I'm not calling him a dog as a, yeah, I'm, you know, a dog. D-O or D-A-W-G, I should say. Decent press for my either there, but doesn't necessarily get on the end of it. Some will pass around the back. Come on, boys, just get across the line at this point. Simple pass across the back for Bayern, or maybe trying to be... Oh, good challenge first, in fairness. I love how easy he went. He got the advantage for that. Fucking... No, man, this referee is getting his sausage sucked by some fucking Bellini babes. I have to... Like, there is no way he isn't. What do you mean? Ball over the top is poor. Why the fuck is that being... Oh, no, Taylor. It's 1-0. Fuck off. I knew it was coming, man. I fucking knew it was coming. As soon as he allowed that shitty wee foul to go, I knew that was coming. Fuck off, man. Bayern lead, and it's right on the stroke of half time. Worst possible time to concede. That's ridiculous. Fucking stupid. It's a lovely goal. You can't take anything away for the finish, but the fact that that was allowed to happen, Taylor, you thick wee cunt. Fuck off already, man! That's why! That's why you're not getting your contract, lad! That's why you've been told to go fuck! Man marking is piss fucking poor. At least he walks past him, gets a free shot at net and scores it. Fucking excellent. And Taylor makes sure that he plays him on side just to make extra sure that he fucks it that much further, man. Fucking dumb. Fucking dumb, Taylor, you stupid wee prick. Of course you would. That's why you don't play players when they're on their way out. We did it with Kyogo and look what we fucking got as an end product. Get him off a fucking pitch at half time and get fucking slip on, for the love of Christ. That is ridiculously shit. Right on half time, man. That is the worst time to make a fucking mistake. Told you, you switch off for 1 fucking second. 1 second and it kills you. And the one dickhead that switches off is the one dickhead who's switched off numerous fucking times in Champions League games. At least he wouldn't have had that shot if he just fucking stood his man. No, he tries to tackle for some reason. Fucking... Brother calls himself a fucking left back, man. I could defend with more vigour. Right after having the life sucked out of us after the second fucking minute with a goal that was disallowed for no reason whatsoever. This game should be 1-1 at the least. We don't even get that. But Taylor's just cemented to me why he can fuck off. Clearly, you just did not fucking show any heart whatsoever. He just kind of half-assed a challenge, and then when at least he gets past him, he doesn't try and get in and throw a slide challenge, or at least attempt to care. He just kind of throws his arms up as if to, oh, well, fuck me, I guess. Lazy as shit, man. They've been fucking running at him the entire game. You noticed how they've barely gone with Sané because Johnston's actually standing his fucking man up, man, but Taylor's just allowing Elise to run at him every time. Been saying it for the past 25 fucking minutes, and of course their goal comes for it. After they get away with fucking the shittiest wee foul that shouldn't have been a foul whatsoever. That's what starts it all as well. The referees can go and fuck Taylor, can go and fuck, man. Like, nah. Genuinely, man, that is bad. I've stood by the wee dude as much as I possibly could, but every fucking time, man, there's a big game, a little bit of pressure put on him. He just doesn't answer the call, man. Aye, fair enough, man. How you doing, Maggie? Nice to see you, man. Stop playing when you'd be horrendous, yep. Realism check behind can make semis at least. Aye, maybe so, but fuck's sake, man. It's not as if Bayern are playing particularly good. I want to clarify this. Again, we should have had a goal. But the minimum, we should have had a fucking goal. We didn't even get that. We had that break chance where Maeda decided to pass to the fucking ghosts of Christmas past for some reason. Didn't make it count in that sense. Why the fuck would I have a go at CCV? I've said for a long time Taylor isn't Celtic quality. People think because he's a Scottish international we need to suck his dick. He's bad more than he's good. That's why we ain't giving him a contract, fella. let's be honest, right? If he was half the player that he pretends to fucking be, we would happily shed out whatever he's asking for. But he isn't even worth 10k a week in my fucking opinion, because he's good against teams like Hibs. Good for him. I could be fucking effective against Hibs. Not that difficult. Different when you're against any form of team, because even against Slovan Bratislava, in case you forgot, how did we concede that goal? Taylor going fucking it up into the air and not doing his work defensively. How did we concede 2 of our goals against Dortmund? Oh fuck aye, the same thing. How did we concede to most fuck, like, it's just most bad aspects of our play come from that fucker not defending half the time, especially if it's an attack down that flank. Johnston at least defends half the time. That's why we allow the occasional mistake, because you can at least know why it's happened. Taylor is either really good or he's unbelievably bad, and he's just shown the exact specifications in this game. First 20 minutes, pretty good. Last 25 minutes, what the fuck is he doing? That's the only way to describe Taylor as an overall player. He's fucking weird at the best of times, and I'd just prefer consistency, respectfully. At the very least, he wasn't pure half-arse and standing up against Olise, man. He's been able to get himself involved with like most of the aspects. I want to see this fucking first goal back though. What was it they actually disallowed it for? Yeah, apparently because it affected Neuer's line of vision. That's so fucking annoying. Because it's not as if it even, like, it bounces in front of the Bayern player, not either. That's the funny part. So that goal should have stood every fucking aspect of the word. It should be 1-1 at the least. I don't buy that eye-line pish when the shot's for 30 fucking yards out. Makes sense if it's like a shot through a sea of bodies in the middle of the fucking, like, you know, like from the penalty area. But it was a shot for 30 yards out and it bounced up in front of a Bayern player. If anyone's at fault for skewing Neuer's vision, it's fucking Upamecano. Ida just happens to be behind him and it's easy to blame it on him because, like I said, the top 5 leagues are protected, man. Wrapped up in a nice little fucking bow, and it's cost us. Because now we need to overturn it in the second half. We can't defend, we have to go out and attack now. There ain't no fucking second option. Simply put. Like I said, man, I give players credit when they play well, and Taylor did play well for the first like 25 minutes, but fuck me, he's disappeared. Polar opposite for Rio. Rio started the game quite shite and then kind of grew into it, so it's not as if, you know, like any player that's deserved their slack they've had at this game. An interesting final, they're leading Milan apparently. Good for them. That's definitely one way to put it, Kermie. I wouldn't say it's corruption because I get why the goal is disallowed, but if they're making the argument that Ida's in his way, then what about Upamecano, who's more in line with the ball than Ida was? The ball comes straight through. Like, it just doesn't make fucking sense to me how they could find a way to disallow it, but they do, you know what I mean? We're used to it in fucking Champions League format. We could score a screamer for 70 yards, but because Ida's 6'3" or whatever, and apparently in Neuer's line of sight, I don't buy that. I don't get what your argument is. Timo fucking Pukki put the Celtic shirt on week after week. Do you call him good? No. Did you do it for Marvin Comper? No. Did you do it for Boer? No. Barkas? No. If a player is shit, they get called shit. It's really straightforward, Chief. I don't wear the green tinted specs like half of the fucking fans do. I see it as it is, and no offence or anything, but I've watched a good amount of minutes. If you go on, I've literally got hundreds of hours of VOD footage of me studying this man's way of playing football. Trust me when I say I can tell you more than about Taylor than I think you probably could, me. Respectfully, fella. Because no offence or anything, but Taylor is mid. That's the nicest thing I can say. We've known it for a while, man. He shouldn't be a starter. Substitute, maybe. I've said that for time, but he's not a starter. Taylor off, slip on. Respectful, I'd say that's probably a good call. Hatate off McCowan on. Maybe less so, because Hatate's grown into the game. Ida off Jota on. That's a hard one, because Ida has been a very good he's been an integral piece. That's the argument about it, man. Like, if we're going to take Ida off, then we'd have to have a different style of attacking. And the question is, does that work against Bayern? Because if you've got smaller players, then realistically it's going to be chopped crosses or low balls across the face of the box, rather than kind of dip ones in. So, if we can get something like that, maybe. Yeah, Taylor even last year was pretty fucking good. He had bad games, but he was overall a positive. But this season he's kind of brought things down because he's like, oh, I don't want to sign this contract that was totally reasonable. It's kind of what we do here, brother. In fairness. There have been plenty of meltdowns towards players. It's not something that I'm not kind of like known for. You know, I'm going to take it to heart, fella. See, at the end of the day, we have different opinions, but I feel like more people probably would agree with me based on that than you. Schlop on to keep it schlap. Just walks out, watch slap and then straight in with a fucking hat trick. With the Jota work in this game, I feel like if you were going to do it, you would need to. Like, the only way you could work him is if you bring off Ida, and that's the problem. So I don't fucking know, man. It's difficult because Ida's been good for us. He's done an alright shift. It's just a case of, do we get a bit more out of him? Do we drag it out of him a bit more, or do we make that risk? Well, what I would ask Ouija is, why do you think Ida's starting was a mistake? Because again, I would say overall anyway, he's been a net plus. But I'm just kind of curious on your take. Like, are you seeing something that maybe I'm not? Because I get that maybe isn't as far forward as he should be. I'll give you that, admittedly. You know what I mean? I thought you were going to be on a different thing entirely, Rob. But that's you, then you know how I work. Brother, I've lost my shit at Taylor like within the last 2 weeks, I'm sure. This isn't the first time I've done this. Oh, that's confused me even more now, admittedly. Interesting. Well, nonetheless, I feel like if we're going to make changes, it's going to have to be like maybe like an actual formation change. You know what I mean? Try and maybe force something a bit more advanced in the midfield. Try and maybe like pushing Gilles a bit more further forward because he isn't doing very good against Goretzka. And if we can get him to get in behind anyway, it could open up space for Hatate, and maybe in turn it could open up space and behind for quick passes. It's an interesting one because you could bring on Jota and push Maeda in central, and you can go with what I was talking about earlier with the cut crosses across the face of the box. But again, with the way Bayern defend, you're going to have to try and get loopers in. You're going to have to get those like perfect passes for the midfield that like float over to the wingers so they can take them down on their chests and run straight in at the fullbacks rather than like a simple pass out to left back to left wing, cut in. It's going to have to be like a midfield out to wing quick, and then either cut it back across as fast as possible. You'd have rather see Maeda for the middle be as far as we can be. Is too slow for me, doesn't anticipate. In most games, yes. In this one, in fairness, he's been pretty good. Like I said, he's been on the end of most balls up to him. He's at least been able to like head it back down to like a oncoming Rio or Maeda, whoever's kind of near him at the time. Most of the time it's been a Tati though. He tends to like pop it back down and look for Rio, and Rio will either cut it back and play it into midfield, or alternatively will try and funnel up the space. We haven't used Kun as much this first half, and maybe we should, considering the fact the first 16 seconds was probably the most effective 16 seconds we had. Yeah, and Gilles has had one or two weird passing moments. I will say that, and the Tati started the game quite poorly but grew into it. Well, Bernardo wouldn't be a bad call. I wouldn't disagree with that actually. In fairness, I could call them much worse. In fairness, MT. That's the way I'd look at it. I know, but this one was quite openly and obviously Taylor's problem because he was asking for a lot of money. It's not as if it was hidden that he was asking for a significant wage hike, and that's with the knowledge that Tierney was coming back and knowing that he wasn't going to be a starter. So he's asking for like an increase in wages to sit on the bench. That, I mean, if you're a Celtic, board member, that means you're losing money, and that to them is red flag material. So that's probably why it won't happen. It's not as if our team has played bad, David. We've just had a bit of a stale drop off in the last 10 minutes of the half, but certainly potential for us to do something in the second. We're still in the game, 100%. We have to kind of capitalise on the next big chance that comes our way though, because if we don't score probably by the 60th, then this game could get away from us. See, when I say the next goal is massive in determining how this game goes, and more importantly the whole fucking, fixture, essentially, it comes down to the next goal. Because if Celtic get back into it and it's 1-1, and say the game ends 1-1, while it's not perfect, it means that you're basically going to play a one-off match in Germany for a chance to play in Germany in the final. That's the way I'd look at it. It's like a testers match, essentially. If it's win or lose, you've done yourself proud, at the very least, if you get into that game with a chance. But if you concede the second, and then it goes to 3 potentially, you're going to have a much more difficult time. So the next goal is mad. I don't know his wages now, but I know he wanted his wages to be increased up to 26,000 plus bonuses. To be fair, I don't think he's meaning it in that way, Virtual. I think he's meaning it in like a, yo man, it's your team, like, calm it down a bit. So, I get that to an extent, but again, I'm allowed to have my say. Stop pushing up, yeah. We can't be passing back as much. That's fucking 100% spot on, would you? 100% spot on. Maida's only on 19k. Exactly, but that's because we signed him from a league that was like notoriously, undervalued. I'm pretty sure Maeda was on the equivalent of like $3,000 a week back in like Japan. We could have offered him 10 and he would have took it. In fact, when he came over, he was on 8. We gave him a 5-year extension and upped his wages by $11,000 a week. That's not that bad. But Taylor's expecting that for less output. Like Maeda's contributed 50 goals in that time, and more importantly, a lot of eccentric and fascinating football and good marketing all across the league. So mathematically, makes sense to give him those types of wages. He wanted a 10k increase. Well, there you go. No chance should have been cut off. Nah, 100% the goal should have stood. But the second half is about to get underway, so hopefully there is something for us in this one. That's all I'm kind of hoping for. If we can get that going, then fantastic. Boy, I'm fun would have never heard of Sterling earlier and I could have been. You'd be surprised. There are some German fans that are insanely good when it comes to like ball knowledge. Genuinely, like they could probably tell you a lot about like the second or third tier of Scotland that even I wouldn't probably know. But the second half's about to get underway and Giles has the ball on the halfway line. Big 45 minutes coming up, a massive 45 minutes coming off. The Celtic need any form of barking. They should hear it in the noise of the stadium as the second half's about to kick off. Boys, we need a performance. Looks like there are no changes for Celtic definitely, but we'll see if those will come around the 65th minute. Ball's immediately played backwards and we're going to start building up from the back, hopefully with a bit of pace and purpose. A start like the first half would be fantastic if we could keep it onside this time. Schmeichel spinned it out from the back, good taking touch. Ball's played in, good layoff touch for Ida. There's going to be a bit of a chase down and Bayern will be put under a little bit of pressure here. Celtic have bodies, but Bayern play through just as calm, and this is what I'm saying, you can't allow spaces. Taylor has to cover, and why the fuck is he over there? No idea, but he gets out to cover it in the end. Chance for Bayern, good shot, straight into the hands of Schmeichel. Well, that's a bit of a kind of warning sign that we can't allow any space, because Bayern have shown exactly what their intentions are right there. They're going to start firing for range, force us to work, and we've given the ball away in a very poor area. Skipper, what you doing, big man? Fuck off, cover him. Ball bounces, corner kick. Jesus Christ, man, 60 seconds in and it's not been a decent start whatsoever. Skipper apologises and then kind of explains what happened there, but no offence or anything, you shouldn't get caught out that fucking easily. This Yellen nearly threads a good chance away from it and just kind of pops up off the edge, and it's going to be a corner kick for them, like I said, so... I'm backing my team, brother. Just not individual players. It's a good catch for Schmeichel, although someone's gone down. Trusty's holding his knee. Please tell me that's not a serious injury. He's puffing his cheeks quite fucking hard, so he's either landed really awkwardly or something's popped. Oh, fuck, man, no one was even on him as well, so I think he might have, like, popped his ankle. Oh, yep. He's done something to his knee. I think he's hyperextended his fucking knee there. We might be down one of our key centre backs. That's not fucking good, man. Definitely extended his knee, but if it's hyperextended, then he'll have to come off. Please run that off, big man. That could be dangerous. Protect my wee legs. Right, come on, boys. Like I said, I will love Taylor again if he walks up the other side of the pitch and scores a goal. He can redeem himself very quickly. But I need to see something for him. That's a good ball in. That's fucking dangerous. Jesus Christ, Johnson had to get there and cover that. Otherwise, it was pretty much bound to be a shot and black in behind there. It's still not necessarily cleared. Sané, shot. Spindles, fucking hell, could have been dangerous, and it goes all the way behind. It was a shot for Sané that kind of spindled in there. That could have been dangerous. Went right underneath Schmeichel there. We survive a wee bit of a scare there. Corner kick to come in. Near post, whipped high over everybody. It's down and it's 2. It's game over. It's exactly what we didn't need. That's up. No defensive marking at the back stick. Way too fucking easy, and that's it. But what can you say? Simple fucking goal. They looked dodgy for the minute they came out, man. McGregor giving the ball away that started this whole fucking corner sequence, and they've got their second. That's it, man. No point sitting there and pretending otherwise. You know when your team's fucking beat, that's when you're considered. Where the fuck is anybody, man? Who is marking the man? Look, where the fuck is Taylor? Where it look, dude, that's your spot, big man. Why? Look, where the fuck is he? Why are you in there? Did he not see Kane like fucking walk off the back end for like 10 minutes? Fuck's sake, man. More open than a goddamn prostitute in Prague, man. That's it. It's game. Fucking. Well, we have to go now. Simply put, like I said, next goal fucking tells you everything you need to know. We need to score the next one. It's not a case of we need to score. We cannot fuck about with this anymore. If they score a third, there is no fucking point. Ridiculous considering how this game could have fucking been if we just had that goal stand. Taylor manages to win the knock one, but no, gives it away. Ball's pinged across. Good breakaway chance for us there. That's respectable. We need to break, man. Ball in behind's decent. Couldn't. Please. Good pass. Something, potentially. Ball across is good. Rio, shot, bounce, straight off and away behind for a corner. It's not the worst shot in the world, but maybe could have done a bit better. Maybe put some fucking height on it at the very least. But Celtic Park's gone very fucking quiet now. Come on, boys, we need a fucking goal here. It's not been good at all. Technically, I think we can call that a first shot, I believe. So that's something at least. Ball into the box is dangerous. Not too dangerous though. It bounces out to Elise in the end. Trust it. Has to chase that ball down. The big man's going to have to stand his man up. Musiala, Elise puts the pressure on. It's going to be a throw-in instead. Come on, boys. Something here, please. Passing backwards is not going to do much. If there's any hope in this game whatsoever, we kind of need to have, even if we lose this game 2-1, at least you're still just a bit alive. But we cannot fucking capitulate, man. That is the worst case scenario. And basically that's what we did. We switched off just a little bit towards the end of the half. And switched off to begin with. That's a good ball towards the right hand side. Run at him, Kun, please. Something, potentially. Break into the box, stands his man up. It's going to bounce around. There's a potential foul on that. Referee, I don't know what he's saying, but apparently there might be a foul. I'm not too sure, honestly. And Gilles has stayed down though. Guy off and get me down the middle. Is this what you think putting on jaw might make sense? I don't get how he was left so far fucking open, man. How is, like... We either concede screamers or goals that just make no fucking sense defensively. Liverpool 2-1 up against Everton. Well, that's something. There's a potential penalty check. What? I'm sorry, hold on a second. Are we potentially about to get like UEFA cheese in our favour? What's happened here? Apparently there's a potential VAR check. I'm confused. Is that for the trip on Angels? Am I thinking right? Please give us an easy route back into the game. That'd be fantastic. I mean, they're still checking it, so this is an interesting one. It's an interesting one. It's still going. And you know, if it takes a while, they're probably seeing something very minor. He's going to the monitor to look. This could be given, by the way. He's going over to the monitor, so we might actually have a route back into the game if he deems this a penalty. Although this referee's done a lot to fucking give everything against us, so I'll be curious. Let's have a closer look here. He does catch in Gilles, actually. That could be that's a penalty, by the way. He doesn't touch the ball and he studs the ankles. That's a penalty. Okay. We might have a fucking chance. There's no way that isn't given. He catches him clean. That has to be given. Surely there isn't. He studs him, man. It's open as day. There's no way you do not fucking give that. You've stood on his foot and brought him down. It's a penalty. It can't not be. We should have a chance back here. Upamecano might feel hard done by, but it's a clear and obvious pen. I thought it looked a wee bit soft at first, admittedly, but when you see it back, yeah. Cannot be given. But are they seriously going to try and say that tiny little fucking... No fucking way they're going to try and disallow it. There is no way they're going to try and disallow that. They've went and looked for the one fucking angle where he gets the slightest touch on the ball and not the fucking other 50 angles that show him contacting. Scummy, fucking, ratty, corrupt cunts. Every single one of those orange-shirted bastards need fucking searched, and no, that's corrupt as fuck. I'm sorry, we've had a goal disallowed for a rule that they've just made up out of fucking nowhere. That's not a penalty, though. That's not a penalty. Studding a man on the fucking ankle isn't a penalty. Is it just whatever fucking goes now? Nah, I'm fucking sorry, man. There's no point. No fucking point whatsoever. They also make sure to make sure they drag it back afterwards to make sure that we don't even get the fucking... That's dumb. That's dumb as fuck. Shit like this, it puts me off watching Champions League games, man, because you fucking forget that it's a business, not an actual competition. They got to make sure that the fucking protected marketables get through it, no matter fucking what, man. 2 potential fucking outright chances, the one definitely disallowed for no reason, and a potential penalty call disallowed for no reason. I don't fucking get it. Why is it so, why do the rules change so much in this fucking game? We literally have conceded penalties for that exact type of foul. But no, of course, right, because it's fucking Bayern, man. Oof, that was a dangerous pass, Michael. Just about got away with it there. Run down that flank is on, go on son, use your... Oh, there we go, potential. Ball out towards the left, ball across is half decent, takes a bounce out, just cannon straight back into a Bayern shot. Any other team in the fucking planet would get that any other day. That's the irritating part, man. I don't get it. I get he gets the faintest touch on the ball, but you stud your fucking man. It's a dangerous challenge, it's studs. I thought studs were automatic fucking fouls. Rules just change fucking game to game, apparently. But the shit like this is why, see when referees ask that question, why are we so hated? Shit like this. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, Bayern deserve to be leading, but should we at least have one fucking chance at a goal? Definitely. But I even joked about it in the Discord a long time ago, man. It's always one set of rules, man. The top 5 leagues can do whatever the fuck they want, man. They can slide in 2 feet, fucking studs up, whatever the hell, and get away with it. But, nah, man, we brazed them. It's an instant foul and a yellow card and fucking threaten a suspension. It's just disheartening because we played well enough to at least deserve a goal. We just ain't getting it. I have some G fucking 2 right, by the way. You can take it and be, but no one we're being cheated. I wouldn't even say it's a case we're being cheated, we're just getting fucked over. Because again, you can see why they disallowed it, you can see why they didn't give the penalty, but again, they're looking for so many specifics. They VAR'd that shit for 5 minutes to look for the 2 frames where there's slight contact on the ball. He doesn't even win the ball, I want to clarify this, he still goes through the ball and catches and jails. That's why I thought it was a clear and obvious pen, because he still fucking goes in, studs up, catches his man. That is a clear and cut foul, but apparently it's not. So it's one of those where you just have to kind of smile and be like, well, sums up all luck. Good head off him, Maeda. Maeda's done well with that knock on. Maeda's got the chase down. He's going to put the burners on and try his best, but he's going to be under some pressure though. I respect the hustle and effort. Only clears it away. I went out on a beggar or expect them, but we fucking deserve them every now and then. Just has not worked for us at all, man. So disheartening. But again, like I said, we get one back before the end of the game, it's potentially still alive, but if we concede a third, I'm not going live for the second leg, there'd be no point. I'm just going to take that as a day off. Because I'm not going live to watch us get hammered. I'd rather just suffer in silence if I can. Oh, for fuck's sake, there we go, good challenge. Decent shift there for Johnston indeed, we'd love to see that, big man. Just need to see a bit of fire, man. A wee bit of passion behind the fucking players. Decent. I love that for Maeda. Taylor's there. Drags it back. Got to play it. Fucking play it. And he plays it backwards. This is the problem, man. You need to try and go forward when you can there, Chief. Trying to give you all the fucking outs in the world here. That's a bit better. Good forward pass. Towards the right hand side. Kuhn's got it. Good touch. Lays it back for the skipper. Got to start firing chances away when you can, lads. It's not about fucking being perfect with the chance creation, it's just about getting chances. Force the keeper to spill it. McGregor, laid off, played back. Good ball. Good clearance, decent all round. There's a good roar there. So they both try to back their team. Do not take a quick corner, I swear to God. There's a lovely ball into Angels. In fairness, try to find it. Bring on Kenny now, he'll score. I think it's the last change we consider making at the moment. Either's been good for us. But we do need goals. Simple ball in is dangerous and cleared away. Not really too surprised by that one whatsoever. God fucking damn it. Sonny's bitching about something. Not to be fair, it does come off McGregor's hand. I was wondering what the fuck he was complaining about. It kind of pops off McGregor's hand. I thought it came off his chest. But it looks like they're going to be making a change. Looks like it's Coleman and Nabry, so attacking changes. Bayern look like they're going for the throat here. They get a third, then they probably know. This one's going to be a bit of a problem. Come on. Looks like there's changes for both sides. It's going to be Sani and Elise coming off, so one of the goal scorers for Bayern. Give Elise credit, his goal was a fantastic one at that. But Celtic have a double change as well, and it looks like it's going to be changes on that left hand flank, potentially. Coleman and Nabry are officially on for Bayern. Jota's on the pitch for us, and Schlupp as well. I don't mind that too much. So it means Maeda's central for this one. We're going to stop the crossing game and try and go a bit more direct. That's what we can hope to see. Come on, boys. There's like a small roar at Celtic Park to kind of let them know that that's a good change. We got 25 minutes to put one back on the board and keep our hopes alive. 2-0. It's just not really doable, considering the fact that we have to go away from home. 2-1, you can maybe think about a miracle happening, but because you know 1-0 takes it to extra time, you can play for penalties that way. That's a straight ball in behind, there's a chance already. Ball into the box is dangerous, takes a pop up, and it's going to be a throw in on the far side, but immediately a chance there. Dyer screaming at his back line about why that wasn't covered quicker. Tell Bayern are a bit of a perfectionist themselves, they don't want to consider conceding a goal. That's a good shimmy for Kuhn. Ball over the top is dangerous. Neuer comes out and just about grabs on it. Phone Rodgers and tell him it's unacceptable. Well, the good news is that the changes are positive. Seems like we're trying to go for something at the very least. Maeda gets that chance to chase his men down, forces Bayern's defenders to be a bit quicker on the ball, which is always good if you can keep them under pressure for the entire time, but Maeda's going to need to run his little fucking heart out. It's going to be a question how much a big man's got in his tank. I think that was offside anyway, even if he was able to keep that ball in play. Oh, slight chase down. Jesus Christ, Maeda kind of nearly got ahead of Maeda, but Neuer, I should say, Maeda kind of just about missed out there. Do what I say, by the way, for anyone that's watching, if you can subscribe, that'd be very nice. We're trying to get towards 1600 at the very least, so if you can help out, if you're new here, that would be the best thing you can do to help us. Thank you. Be interesting to see that pen shoot later. It's definitely one of those ones where you can see why they didn't give it, but for fuck me, it's just poor. Oh no, don't. Okay, thank Christ. Trusty gets it clear. Minutes and the result was well within our grasp. Well, like I said, we get one back, then for all intents and purposes we're still alive, but it'd be more like dead man walking alive, you know. You're just kind of waiting your fate at that point, but at least you can say you were still in it somewhat. But considering the fact that we've had that goal disallowed and a really solid penalty shout waved for practically nothing, it seems. It's a ball across the face. It was dangerous from Bayern, goes all the way across the face of it. No real danger there. I get that, John. I get that. It's pain. Misogyny? Where? I love women. What the fuck are you talking about? I do that old tactic that you did when you were a kid and you were pissed off, man. Just put the ball in your shirt and just run through everybody. You can't do that. I'm not touching it with my hands, mate. Counts. Come on, brothers. I hope there's a chance for one. It's been a bit disheartening because, like I said, the players that I was hoping not to be massive letdowns today have been pretty massive letdowns. McGregor's not really played the captain's performance, so to speak. He's been quite mid, I'll be honest, and Taylor was not particularly convincing. Schlupp's not done anything wrong so far, but he's not been put under too much pressure, although as soon as I say that, he's just lost the fucking ball. It's like I speak it into existence. You're kidding me on, man. Chance for Bayern, don't fucking do this. The ball's bouncing around. How the hell is it still in their possession? Lads. Thank God George just gets in there and chips it forward. Brilliant touch from Maeda, in fairness. It's going to be awkward. And Gels decides to header it straight down to a Bayern player. You're forgetting that you're not in the Bundesliga anymore, Chief. You're not playing to them. Ball switched over the top. Well kept in by Lima, in fairness. Chase down is on. Maeda nearly intercepts. It's a great take for Goretzky. He was under some pressure there. I feel that, Mark. I feel that in my soul. That's not a foul. It's not a foul, referee. It's just Kane falling over. I was just hoping more would come from McGregor today. I think that's just about the extent of it. We can still dig at least something out of this game. We haven't had a miserable second half. Minus the first 5 minutes, we just can't close and start halves particularly convincingly. In between, we're fine. Simple pressure. We're trying to force the issue a little bit. Press is kind of engaged. We're starting to kind of commit for this one, but we know that Bayern score a third, then there's probably, you might as well just fucking forfeit and not show up next week. Still hoping to see a wee bit more on the creative end, especially offensively, man. You'd think, you know, at home you would make chances. And besides that one that came in the opening minute, can't say there's been too many. Breakthrough for Bayern potentially, still dancing through us. How the fuck is that worked out? They have it on the far side, ball over the top is dangerous. Trusted just about gets it away. Good save for Schmeichel again, for fuck's sake, man. Bayern go down trying to play a fucking penalty, no surprise there. Diving bastard syndrome's in full effect. It's Kimmich that's gone down there. It's a good save initially for Schmeichel, in fairness, man. I don't know what Trusty was doing with the clearance, he just kind of spilled it straight across for Gnabry. It's a class save for Kasper, in fairness, gets down quick. And there's no penalty claim there. Slop just stands in on his man, wins the ball, and Kimmich just kind of gets the latter end of the, let's say, quadruple force there, just kind of pops up off the edge of the ball instead. I think it's just how good the midfield Bayern has played at times, in fairness. That's what I would say, just for laughs. Like, it's a bit of a different story if it, like, there was a reason why it was like so bad. It's just because of the way that Bayern's midfielders are trying to eliminate our midfield entirely. They're using the wings and then popping it in, going out. Like, they're not trying to hold it up in the middle of the park as much as you would expect a team that's as controlling in the midfield as Bayern to do. Most of the time it's outside with just minimal passes inside. That is a good chance, actually. Good tackle for my... Oh, awkward. I was going to say McGregor had a chance there to do some potential damage, but he kind of had to go back there. He was going to run forward. Pressure was quite interesting there, but it's been played out towards the right hand side. Ball sent forward. That's an awkward one. Maeda's there. Maeda's there, please, big man! Oh my fucking... That's the chance, that's the chance. And that's what happens when you don't have an actual fucking striker on the pitch, man. If you have a lethal finisher, that's a potential ball into the box is dangerous, and it goes behind for a corner. That was a big opportunity, man. Come on, boys! That's a fucking big positive sign, man, but you should have got that on target. If not, you should have been able to pass that back. That's two real big opportunities Maeda's had this game that he's fucking mustered up and just not done the right thing. Still dangerous though. Ball into the box, dangerous. Pedalled all the way out. Schlopp's pass is actually quite clean in fairness, but it's going to be put under some pressure. It'll go back towards the big man. Ball over the top is dangerous, headed up by Trusty and cleared away fully. I think Kimmich there in the end. Johnston doesn't really cover himself in glory there, gives the ball away to Musiala, but does well to win it back, and of course... Oh, I thought he was going to give that as a foul. It's actually played on. Go and have a shot. Have a shotgun. Instead he just passes it straight to a man in black. I'm confused by that. Fair enough. Maeda gets in front of his man again. He's causing problems for Neuer, man. Anytime the ball goes back to Neuer, there's a good chase down from Maeda, and it forces the German shopstopper to clear it way faster than I think he's comfortable dealing with. So we found one thing we can maybe potentially exploit for a goal back, but ball played across, potentially dangerous. I know, if we had him tonight, our finishing would have potentially been way better, but he's missed two easy shots. I thought we'll go in. Well, we need that third chance to come, full stop. It's a good pass out actually, and there's a potential break for Bayern down that left hand flank. Dangerous, but he's got all the time in the world. Coman's just holding it up. Decent enough for the Frenchman, lays it back off on the edge. There's definitely a cross coming in here. Should have been a cross coming in here, he lays it off instead. Potential break inside for Bayern to get a shot away. Kind of dancing around the edge of the box, played short in the end. they're looking for any potential routes in, but I respect that hustle. Decent for Corey to try and win that back. They'll step in to try and force the issue, but it's just going to be comfortably gathered back. Upamecano has it. Steps inside, lays it short, potential break around the outside, and well dealt with from Celtic, but it's still in Bayern possession, sadly. I still have faith for that one, just that one goal. That's all we're hoping for. Looks like Maeda's going to be coming off, and not Maeda, sorry, I think it's Kun. It is Kun, fuck's sake. Well, this is going to be interesting. Yang's on. The man that does not score many goals, but if he fucking scored the now, my God, would he take away a lot of the stuff people have been saying about him this season. Just one back, man. We are a team capable of quick-fire doubles. Now would be the perfect fucking time for it to happen. Well, Yang's first thing is giving the ball away for no reason whatsoever. That was a soft-ass pass to give. 13 minutes while they're left with additional time on top of it, and then that will be the first leg over with. That's a Celtic one. You should show more hospitality to the officials. They're lucky their car doesn't just get firebombed. Looks like they're going to be making some changes themselves. Looks like it's going to be Guerrero that's coming off. And it's going to be Aito that comes on. Bayern showing that they have some of that Asian persuasion in their side as well. It'll be interesting to see what impact he is in the game in the final kind of 10-12 minutes or so. Johnston, it's a decent ball in. Lovely header for Maeda actually. He's got the ball, but he'll be under some pressure quite fast there. Yang's done well. That's a lovely touch for Yang actually. In fairness, he redeems his second touch and keeps the ball alive, so that's something. Ball into the box is dangerous. Pops up and it's going to go out for a corner kick. That's not too bad. Aito's first involvement in the game is to basically get inside, get involved, and that's not too horrible for us. And again, set pieces haven't been miserable. We just need to put one in the right fucking area and we can get something from this ideally. So, fingers are crossed. That's an awkward one. That is an awkward one. It's popped up. Oh, it's still awkward. Please. Yes! 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 Okay! Dyson, big man, let's go! It's not done yet! We've got one back! Probably the hardest fucking chance as well! Go on! It's taken a mad sequence of bobbles through from that corner. It's fucking weird how it's gone in, but we've taken our chance. One back. That is big. We're down, but we're not out. We're going to see Maeda's offside with the second touch. He's onside there, has to stand. They're going to check it obviously because of fucking course they will, but he's offside. He's offside at the first, onside in the second. No way it's not given. That goal will stand 2-1. They find a way to disallow it, it'll actually break my neck live on stream. Yang gets involved immediately, grabs himself an assist. Fantastic. There's no way in hell that goal should fucking not stand, man. I swear to God, Celtic Park has heard that VAR every single goddamn time. With young boys, it was a check every single fucking goal and all. But the goal stands. And now we have a chance to do something really fucking funny. We have to go for this now. Like, realistically, you have a chance to do something fucking really, really goddamn funny, please. Ball sent forward, Maeda might be able to get there on chase down. It's popped over, actually. Oh my God, what a break. What a break, ball across. Oh no, you fucking spilled it as well. He's getting panicky. The keeper's getting panicky. He had to come out and claim that somewhat, but he nearly got caught out cold there. Good pressure, boys. Come on. Switch this shit on. Put on the fucking style, boys. Keep this undefeated streak at Celtic Park alive. Ball out towards the edge of the area. Swung in behind. Johnston cuts it back. Laid off. Chance. Rio. Bounce. Oh my God. Rio has another opportunity. Takes a bounce. It's out for a corner kick. Come on, boys. This is what we needed to see. Forces the issue. Good shit, big man. That's what we need more of. Another corner. Do the same thing again and we're fucking laughing. Swung in. Bounces through. It's awkward and Bayern this time managed to sling a hook on it beforehand. That little pop-up could have been anywhere. Oh my God, come on lads. Brilliant hold-up play. Yang has changed this game for the better down that right-hand side, I have to say, by the way. He's allowed Johnston to come into the game a lot more, and Bayern are sitting on the pressure for whatever reason. Realistically, they know they're lucky that we fucking... they should be considering themselves lucky that they're 2-1 ahead. They should at least be fucking... They should be 2 each. But I've got a bit of hope back in my fucking body now. So we just need another chance, man. Sent forward, popped up. Come on, boys. You've shown some good fucking spirit getting back into this game. Especially given the circumstances and setbacks, but a fucking second would be historically good for my mental health. Sorry to be redeemed somewhat. A 2-1 loss to Bayern isn't miserable. But we have to fucking go for this, man. McGregor switches across towards our right hand side. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at chat a lot right now. I'm really focused on this game because every pass really fucking matters right now. What a touch for Angels, that was fantastic. Jota sprints down that side, he's got a lot of space as well. Cuts back in, brilliant, crosses, not too bad, headed away by Upamecano. Press is still on, Johnston has it. Rolls it out towards that right hand side, potential breakdown there. Brilliant pass as well. Cross is half decent, still awkward. Headed back down, chance for Slot, bounces out. That would have been fucking brilliant if he'd scored there. I love the fact he went for it. It's a lot better, like I said, rather than trying to find that perfect shot where we see space, we're just firing at it, man, seeing what we can do. Good ball in, dangerous. Goes over everybody and it's played out towards the side. Coleman will do his best to hold it up, he'll buy the foul instead. That's pretty actual good work in fairness, but referee doesn't buy it. All of a sudden he's actually playing fair for a second, I don't get that. Played short. Shot is decent. I can respect it, at least for Jota. It was never really going to be too much of a threat, but it sails over the bar. We're starting to put chances together and a lot of shots. This is better, boys. Come on, man. This is good. Oh, my fucking nerves. Don't know how that's bounced over everyone, but I think it's a Celtic throw-in. It is a Celtic throw-in. Come on, boys, I have faith. Just that one big chance for us, man. That's a poor giveaway, but good pressure in fairness for Yang. Like I said, he is on everybody. He is forcing the passes fast. Him and Maeda are causing a lot of problems for the back line to play out for the back comfortably. Break down that right hand side, here's Lima. Plays it in short, good touch from Musiala, well held up, played out towards the side. It's going to be dealt with, brilliant feet. Fantastic feet, Trusty lays it back to Schmeichel, comfortable enough, but you've got to clear that fast big man, and he does. Sent forward, Maeda again, he'll chase his man down, put some pressure on him, and he does actually force the spillage, gets the ball hooked forward. Bayern are trying to claim a foul and they win it because every time they go down and fucking roll around like they've been shot because they're desperate dickheads. I mean, I love Bayern, don't get me wrong, but Jesus fucking Christ, I flop them a lot. If Celtic are known for one thing, it is late fucking goals, so this is the one part of me where I'm kind of on the edge of my seat hoping. Because like I said, 2-1 isn't miserable given the circumstance. Like, if we were playing away from home first, this would be a much more positive result. It's the fact that we're at home that sucks, so a 2-2 draw would be fucking massive. Musiala's off, Muller is odd. The last 15 minutes we have fucking turned on differently, man. If we played like this from minute 1, this would be a much different goddamn game. Time is running out, man. Good pass out towards the side, Trusty. Pass out for Carr. Come on, boys, you've got to move the ball a bit faster than this. It's a poor giveaway. That is a really bad area to give the ball away, lads. Cover the space, don't let them fucking in. It's amazing what happens with a couple of well-timed substitutions can do to your team. Should have had that pen. I know. Hindsight's going to be a wonderful thing in this game. But Bayern can't walk away and say that they had an easy time of things. They rode their luck a lot. And honestly, I'd still say 2-1's a bit fucking generous on their side when you consider the fact that we had a goal disallowed for what feels like very little. And a penalty disallowed for seemingly nothing, it seems. Like, I get he won the ball, but again, studs up, man. There will be a few added minutes though, that's the one thing I will say, based on the changes and stoppages. There might be about 2 or 3. It's a good step in for Yang, doesn't quite win the ball there, some pressure's on. Chase down. Sent high, takes a pop-up, it's awkward. Still just about dealt with Celtic, but apparently it's a fucking Bayern foul again. Every time these cunts fall over and it's always Harry Kane. You're literally one of the tallest players in the pitch, man. Fucking pathetic, man. England's captain for you. Oh, of course, mate, you're just adding extra time on to added time. You're doing us a favour of anything actually stayed in. Oh, well, Schlups came on and calmed things down for us a little bit, which is always nice to see. It's just a shame that Taylor had to wait to have like one of his worst fucking stint performances in a Champions League. So disheartening when you see it. When we're going into the final few minutes, limit the spoilers and chat if you can. There's a lot of people that are even more delayed than I am, so. I wouldn't say we're well happy with this. I'd say I'm content with it. Like, we didn't get smashed, we actually played well, we kind of had some moments where, by all accounts, we could have gone ahead in the game. Like, there are a lot of silver linings you can take to this cloud, but it's still a pretty dark one because no matter what, we're going to have to go to the away fixture with the mindset that we have to score. We cannot like defend whatsoever. We have to just go for the throat. Doesn't matter with goal difference and all that stuff because that doesn't apply like the away goals shit. That doesn't matter. 7 additional minutes. We've got 7 additional minutes to get through. The boys have given a really good account of themselves. What a ball. What a chance. Shot! Good shot! It's a save over the bar. That was a big chance for Ali Johnston. The Canadian picked his spot and placed it well, but it's a big save for Emmanuel Neuer. Oh, he reacts so fucking well, man. That's experience at its best. He just fucking sticks his arm up and palms it perfect. If he doesn't get that perfect, it's straight into the back of the net, spilled in. Good save for the German. Corner kick, swung in, headed, awkward. Popped up and dealt with. We've really given them a goal. Balling's dangerous, and I tell you what, Bayern don't really cover themselves in glory and give it away for another corner. Come on. No. No, David. I thought for 7, yeah. But at this point we might as well fucking go all out. I wouldn't say be bringing Schmeichel up at this point in time, but we have another corner about 3-4 minutes for now. Probably consider it. Balls, and it's awkward, spilling around. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Bayern managed to clear it. Jesus Christ, they're getting a bit scrappy now. They're kind of defending like how we were in the first. Ball's played across, decent for Carter. It's going to be spread across. Good pass back, but you've got to keep that in. Does he keep it in? He doesn't. Fucking excellent. Not ideal, Skip. Not ideal. It's getting tense. Yeah, this game has caused a lot of mixed emotions. I was ecstatic that I thought we were leading, then that was taken away from me. Then Bayern scored twice, both times because Taylor forgets where he's meant to mark. The first time at least he tried to defend, but it was just a really bad attempt. The second one he just wasn't there. Kane was left on his own. I have no idea how the fuck that happened still. We had a penalty disallowed, but we've still managed to get something out of this. Like, again, I'm proud of the boys' performance. The team deserve a lot of fucking praise because they've hung in there. It's just so disheartening because you feel like we could have got a lot more for the game. That's what's pissing me off so much right now. Is the fact that in my head that's sitting there like this should be 2-2. And I would feel a lot happier about a 2-2 than I would a 2-1. There is still time in the game, but very few minutes left, about 4 as of now. Bayern are trying their best to hold it up at the wings. Certainly a lot of positives to take. A few frustrating aspects of the game I'd say is probably Taylor's performance and just some decision making at times. The fact that we went back a few times where we didn't need to. But again, it's just the nerves of being in a knockout match. Pretty much, I feel like it's just the nerves got to us a little bit. And again, those last 5 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second just did not coincide very well. That was our weak stint and Bayern took full advantage. But I'm proud as punch, proud as fuck of these lads because at the very least they've dug themselves in. It's very similar to how they played against like young boys, because I know we won against young boys, but it's that same like resiliency, getting cheese time and time again, but still trying to dig in and get something. And at the very least we got one back, so the challenge is halved. It's a decent player, yeah. George is just going to play it safe, no pressure on that one, just gets out to the side, that's more than full. So yeah, like I said, very mixed bag performance, but I'm not totally disheartened, but not by any means. But I feel like there should be an incentive to try and make the case that Schlupp starts next week, just because he's been a bit more physically inept. That's a foul, surely. Yeah, referee gives it as a foul. 2 minutes left. Come on. Time is running out thick and fast, but it's still alive just about. Good on pass, Arthur McGregor. Decent from... Oh, lovely pass video, actually, chance up that side. Trying our best to shimmy and move it, but you've got to go forward now, boys. You can't just sit on the fucking halfway line passing it side to side. That's what Bayern are trying to force, but you've got to send it long at some point and just force play. Schlupp tries to find that pass in behind. Here's Jota. Good pass. The back heel was just very silly for Angels, I'll be fully honest, and that's probably the poorest type of way to give away the ball, but Maeda keeps the pressure on. Tries to force it. Time is ticking away slowly but surely. Celtic are still hassling though. Brilliant feat for Coman though. Can't take anything away for that. It was fantastic. Takes a bobble through. Trusty has it. Plays into space. Carter Vickers cuts it back for Schlupp. Jota's under some pressure there. Manages to get out towards a fucking side end. With a different roll of the dice, we're going to win this game, which is the most frustrating, but it shows we have the ability to put it on Munich on the back foot. Yeah, but again, there's definitely silver linings for sure. I'm not going to be miserable about this performance. It would have been a much more annoying if it was 2-0. I think we definitely got our due at least getting a goal in this game, because I feel like that's the minimum we fucking deserved. But again, in my head, I feel like 2-2 would have been fairer. We've only got about 20 seconds, and then whatever the referee decides to add on top of that. We're still just passing around the back, man. You've got to fucking go, lads. You've got to send this. We're going to have to send it forward for this foul. Come on, boys. Good hold up touch for Maeda. Back out towards a throw in. And the referee's just decided to blow for the full time whistle there now. So it's full time in the first leg. It's not the most disappointing result I've ever seen. But it is really disheartening when you consider the fucking calibre of the game. You have to give the boys credit though, man, because that was a much more better second half. At least after the second goal, they switched on, started playing some football. That 15-minute stint between like this kind of 70th to 85th minute was fucking beautiful. If we can do that away from home, that can do us some good. But a challenge has certainly been set down by Bayern. They've thrown down the gauntlet, and while we've kind of answered it a little bit, they still very much have the upper hand in this battle, you have to say. But it's not the most disappointing result in the world. It's full time here. It's Celtic 1, Bayern Munich 2. That's could have been worse. Again, it's one of those capitulation performances. It could have like been a 6 or 7s if we let it get to us. But flying order hanging on against Milan. So I guess I'll kind of watch the side of this game while I kind of deal with the rest of that one. KT makes a huge difference to that game. Exactly it, man. Exactly it. Like 100%. It's like makeup on a lassie. It would have changed the overall complexion 100%. But like I said, not the worst. Definitely not. The refs need to be questioned about why that penalty wasn't given for sure, Jam. But I appreciate you joining us, fella. That's very nice of you to do so. Never mind, we've got a treble to go for. Technically, you know, we're not dead yet. I guess I need to be live for the next one just in case. But it's going to be one of those where I feel like I could be live for 20 minutes and then I'm like, no, I ain't doing this. And we got the pen and the first goal was onside, and it would have been a very different game. We were unlucky. Yeah, I feel like if you're a neutral watching that game, a lot of people will be saying that. Bayern definitely kind of rode the luck at times. I feel like even Vincent Kompany will say that himself. They'll be like, look, we know that we didn't necessarily deserve to win that game, but we have to take it in the premise of play, you know what I mean? And again, when you look at the stats, because we didn't have a single fucking shot for the entire first half, that was a much better account of ourselves in the second. Because we managed to get a couple of shots on target, managed to get the possession back up over 40%, pass accuracy wasn't miserably bad, tried to force the issue, got some good corner chances, very rarely offside, so like the actual attacking play wasn't miserable. And again, we had two real big chances that were taken away by refereeing decisions that could have swayed the game in the other favour, but overall, Bayern showed what Bayern are all about. It doesn't matter if they're playing well or bad, they can dig out a result no matter where they fucking go, and they've came to paradise and stopped a winning streak, which is a bit of a sickener in a game when you consider the fact that we could have, you know, done something just a wee bit different, but that's so annoying, you know what I mean? Celtic denied perfect start with the fucking, I know it says like disallowed goal, but at least he did score a nice finish for Bayern to open it, and then Kane kind of headed in at the back post to make damn well sure that this game was going to be a much more tense affair. But the second time round wasn't a little bit better. Maeda had a much better second half, a couple of missed chances, but he managed to get himself in it. I very much appreciate that, Slaven and Cabbage, man. Very much appreciate it. We gained a couple of subscribers this stream. I don't know if we gained any more. I don't know if Google just hasn't updated. But if you would like to subscribe before you leave, then that would be fantastic. Thank you. That'd be very kind. You can leave a like on the stream as well on your way out, and that'd be very kind as well. But yeah, still alive. That's the way I'm looking at it. It's not the worst case scenario for sure. Got them by the palm of our fucking hands, banging in front of jungle heat, and they showed their motto, and most important, they showed they can be beaten. Well, it's just about being able to take that, like, kind of grit towards the away fixture. You know what I mean? If I'm like Brendan Rodgers, I would go in and say, look, lads, see how hard done yous feel right now? Channel that, fucking use it over the next week, because that is what's going to be the driving force. Because in case you didn't realise, we started playing football the moment we realised we had to. Not when the pressure was off and, oh, you know, we can afford to do this. No, the second we were like, you have to score, Celtic played football, and that was the best football I've seen for us in the Champions League. That 15-minute stint where we were constantly attacking Bayern, fantastic. Cannot take anything away from it. But we just didn't get across the line in the places that we needed to, because again, it just came down to shot creation. We didn't get a lot of chances away, and the one big chance at the end of the game, that shot for Johnston, fucking save and a half. Save and a half, honestly. Can't take anything away with it. But Casper came up with some big saves himself, so you can't take that away from him either. Scottish football just ain't good enough. I wouldn't even say it was a case of that. I mean, there was one Scottish individual that didn't cover himself in glory, and that's Taylor. But honestly, it's so disappointing that he had to have that type of game in one of the biggest matches of the season. But my hope is that maybe he can shake it off and just fucking go on for there. But it's shit like that, you know what I mean? See, whenever I hear him yapping about wanting a fucking contract extension, you're like, well, you need to have games where you prove that you're worth that money. Like I did when he was on loan, and everyone was like, we should bring him on full time, and like, right, but is he worth it? And then he scored that goal in the final against Rangers, and we're like, okay, so he might be worth it then. And I don't think he's 9 million, admittedly, but when we signed him, we're like, okay, made sense. If Taylor's asking for a contract extension, he has to have like really good games week in, week out, regardless if they're against Bayern or if they're against fucking, you know, like fucking Wraith Rovers, basically. Yeah, and that's the thing, it's a very improved performance, because again, when you consider the fact that the last German side we faced scudded as 7-1, it's not a bad kind of bounce back type of performance. If the game was played fairly, then we'd win that. I wouldn't even say win it. I think a draw would have been fair. If the game ended 2-2, I think that would have been fair, because I can see why they disallowed the Kuhn goal. As much as I hate to admit it, I can kind of see in hindsight why, even though it's still stupid, because the ball bounced in front of Upamecano first. So in my head, he's the one that's interfering with play and interfering with Neuer's line of sight, because if Upamecano wasn't there, then he'd be able to see it. So I'm confused by that. How does your own player blocking you count as a goal being taken off against the other team? Dumb as fuck. The penalty should have stood. I don't give a fuck, man. Studs were up. Even if he gets the tiniest little touch of the ball, it's the tiniest little touch of the ball, and then he fucking gets the rest ankle. So that never made sense to me. Jasper. To be fair, Jasper makes more sense for a Danishman. Oh, aye, best of luck against Murder, Chief. Well, that'd be good. It'd be good for Irish football. That'd be really decent to see, man. His name's Jasper now. It's just integrated. It's like the mix of the like just Casper and Jas. So Jasper. $100%, man. Taller than Germany, but who knows? Nick a goal and anything can happen. Exactly it. If we start the game exactly how we did that one, if we get like a goal inside the first few minutes, then it's always possible. It's interesting, because it's going to be a case of, do Bayern learn from their mistakes and try and put us to bed immediately, or do Celtic actually switch on and actually turn up with some fucking fight? Because if we play that entire match like we did the second half, this game can be open. And even if we say it ends like 2-2 or 1-1, or we lose 3-2 or whatever, I won't be disheartened by that. It's kind of how I said about this game. Well, if we got a draw or a win, fucking brilliant. It means that we're unalive. But I don't see 2-1 being dead either. Like I said at the start of the game, I said it was going to end 2-1 to Celtic. That's what I thought it was. But you know, it was just a case of which side it swayed for. This time round it happened to be Bayern, but hopefully next week it's us, and if it ends 2-1 then extra time and penalties can obviously make the difference, and penalties doesn't give a fuck about skill or value, it comes down to luck and placement, so if we can drag that out then it's possible, but it requires us going to Germany, a place that we're notoriously quite bad in, and being able to drag 90 minutes of football out while we don't really let Bayern in, essentially, because if they score first it's game over, realistically, right? Like, that's the way I'm thinking about it. We would have to be the first team to score, because then it puts the onus on Bayern to actually play the game, and it puts the pressure off us to basically have to constantly go at them, because if they score the first then we'd have to make up 2 goals and we'd have to attack, and if we concede a third, you know what happens, it's just going to be a cricket score through there. So damage limitations kind of going to be one factor of it for Rodgers. Like, in his head he might even try and play a defensive first half when he goes over to Munich, and then maybe tries to go attacking in the second half. But there was some good pieces at play for us there, 100%. Like, I'm not totally disheartened, but in the front three of Jota, Maeda, Kun looks more deadly. I would say we have to start with Maeda up front, because him and Jota did offer a lot of different lanes, and when Yang came on as well, by the way, Yang was a very surprising addition, because he came on and immediately just, I think Rodgers just went, right, little fella, see when you get on, fucking chase everybody. And he was like, no problem. Gets on the pitch and literally, he was in everybody's face. See his marking, that's why Guerrero came off. The reason why they put Aito on was because as soon as Yang basically got on the pitch, he was like, I'm marking you, straight into his face, marking him instantly. That was good to see for Yang. So there's some definite positives to take out in that, and he came on, grabbed that little assist. Maeda gets his goal, which is always nice, because it means that that suspension was 100% worth appealing. But we do need to have a game plan to go in next week and being able to actually dig something out against, again, as much as they might be shaky, they're still a very good Bayern side, so it's going to be definitely going to be up for debate to see how we can approach that one for sure. Casper. But sometimes they make a good save, other times it goes through gloves. Can't do anything about it. One thing is that Maeda's ready to hit Larson's records. I wouldn't say that, in fairness, but I think there's a lot of positives you can take from Maeda's performance today for sure. Aiden tactics, nice to see you, man. I think you're on the face on here. How you doing, fella? You're happy with that Celtic performance? I would very much agree with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had my moments where I basically told Taylor he can get to fuck. I mean, quite frankly, that performance cemented to me why I think about him the way I do. I love him to death, but my fucking god is he a frustrating footballer to watch. So, yeah, I mean, that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. Besides that was the one player that kind of let me down today. McGregor was a bit of a letdown at times with his passing and decision making, especially as a skipper. But there was a really good systematic performance for a lot of them. Trusty being able to kind of take that injury knock in the first half and be able to convert that and kind of have a good rest of his game. Carter Vickers stood in and had to do what he needed to do. Johnston was fantastic. Some of his defensive work was brilliant, and that chance at the end of the game, if that went in, he would have fucking cemented himself as like a hero, 100%. Can't take anything away from Atati. He had a bit of a poor first 15-20 minutes, but once he settled into the game, he was much more comfortable. And Gels was good for portions, kind of faded away at points, and definitely towards the end of the game, I think it was just his legs getting to him. But yeah, for the rest of them, it was good. Ida was fantastic when he was on as well. His hold-up play was good. Just maybe not too much in terms of shot creation. Maeda was making chances, he was actually having shots at goal, and that's what probably caught Bayern off guard. That's why they probably played defensive for the rest of the kind of second half, because they realised, well, if we go for this and we get caught in the break, it's 2-2, and that makes the next week a lot more fucking difficult, because we can't just field a bunch of kids, which is probably what's pissed them off there, because the fact that we've even got within one means that they can't just field children, essentially, which is what they would have planned to have done, because realistically the play-ins are still very, congested fixtures, so you want to rest wherever you can, and Bayern will have to play their full-strength team, because they don't have any other choice, because Celtic will do pretty much the same thing, try their best to hang in there where they can and go for a goal. I feel like we're slowly building up the right to be respected again in the Champions League. I feel like it's one of those performances where, like, people will kind of tip their hat and be like, do you know what, lads, fair enough, like, because we are the lowest ranked team left when it comes to, like, UEFA coefficient, and we're giving a good fucking count of ourselves by most degrees. We're hanging in there and showing that we can fight, especially with a big boy like a German champion. bear in mind these lads had won the Champions League before very recently, so it's not as if, you know, it's not as if we're fucking around with a bunch of like misdemeanor like players. So if we go there and beat them by goal, what happens? Essentially, it works on just straight off like aggregate score. So if we go 1-0 and it ends, and say it's 2-2 on aggregate, goes to extra time. If anyone scores in extra time and it stays that way, but if it's equal after extra time, it's penalties. There's no away goal difference. So Celtic don't need to score 2, we just need to score the 1. But the fact is, we do need to, no matter what, make sure we're ahead by 1, if not 2. If we're ahead by 2, we go straight through. Fantastic, life is good, but nobody is expecting that, especially away from home. 2-0 at home, maybe, could have happened, but away from home, no, we're playing for the 1. So, what did the commentary say about the first goal, the disallowed goal? They felt it was soft, but they can understand it as well. It's kind of what I was thinking, where it's like, it's down to the referee. The referee makes that call at the end of the day, and that referee was soft as shit. Because like I said, he was happy to waive everything in Bayern's favour, but we really had to fight for anything we got, man. He was even trying to check a fucking goal for Maeda because he was like half a second offside. I must be Maeda's still the 4th Champions League goal. I think it is his 3rd. I think it's his 3rd, yeah. If Taylor's not signing the contract, then Schlupp starts ahead of him every week from now. I feel like he still deserves minutes, but I think he might be a like league priority player, like play him in the matches that matter. Like we'll play Schlupp in the matches that matter, I should say, and then kind of have Taylor as like the anchor player for the fitness minutes in between. That's why you want to cry when we constantly press. Fair enough, Stockroom. Cheers guys, sun is rising here, I'm away back to sleep. Well, for fuck's sake, well, please get yourselves some rest. Thank you for joining us, Saran. It's been a pleasure to have you here, lads. Hopefully the result makes it a little less hard on the heart to take, but try and get yourselves some rest, lads. I've tried everything to fuck us over, I feel that, Taylor, but again, hopefully we get that karma in kind next week. Maybe we get a dodgy penalty decision that might go in our favour, or a lucky deflection that bounces in. Maybe the big man upstairs decides to give us something next week to balance it all out. To be fair, I mean, what I said about Taylor was slightly harsh in the sense he can get to fuck, but again, it's the fact that like everyone's like, oh, he's so good, we need to fuck it, like he's got all this potential, and then you watch him play and you're like, what is it people are seeing? Like, I get it, he's okay, like there's really good performances he has had this season, but overall, especially in Europe, there's been a couple of performances that are very eyebrow raising to say the least. Like even Trusty had a very shit performance against Dortmund, but he bounced back in the Champions League and had multiple good games afterwards with the clean sheets and stuff. Taylor's just kind of always out in the fringe, like, you know what I mean? Like he'll pop up with an assist every now and then, but that's about it. And Schlupp came on the day and he had like 2 shots at goal, had the cross, the chance that came all the way across the face of the box, it landed at Yang, that could have led to a chance, but we passed it backwards for some reason. Like Schlupp was getting in on the attack, which is always, that's what I was wanting to see for Taylor. I even said that at the start of the half. I'm like, we need to see him push up with Maeda, otherwise it's going to be very problematic with space, and that's what cost us our first goal. And for the second one, I'm pretty sure he was meant to be marking whoever the fuck. Well, I'm pretty sure it was Kane. I was Kane on the back fucking post, sorry. And if he'd marked him, that would have been interesting. Yeah, it's something that could have been VAR, Chief, but again, it's against us, so there's no way that gets VAR'd whatsoever. Fair enough, man. Can't even argue with it. Yeah, actually had a really good battle with Abri out on that side for the kind of closing stages of the half anyway. At the very least I have a shot, so that's something, you know what I mean? At least I can have like the Maeda shot, that's pretty much the only thing worth clipping, I'll be honest with you, so at least it's something. I'm pretty sure that's him scored in, is that 3 games in a row or 2? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say who you would give man in the match to tonight. I feel like probably Maeda deserves it. I would maybe have Johnston in as a second pick, because he was quite good as well. But I'm kind of curious who everyone else wants to go with, because there's a couple of left field shouts that could actually make a case. Because despite Rio's start, he was pretty good. It's not until Oliver Slot was diabolical. God, you don't have his name at this point. Trust me, I have the same first name as our captain, so I'm like, come on, man, you're my namesake. Can you like fucking just score a belter for range like you do against Hibs? Like, could you just do that against Bayern? That'd be fantastic. Yeah, I think he just needs to work on his like defensive positioning, because that's the only thing that that's what I was trying to explain to MT when he was in here, going, why are you calling him an arsehole? I'm like, because every time it's the same issue. It's his defensive position. I don't ever complain about his crossing ability. I don't complain about his passing ability, because that's fine. But his defensive positioning has caught him out at least a handful of times in the last few months. Like off the top of my head, there was the mistake against fucking, who was it, again, Dundee, for one of the goals that kind of tied up the 3-3. There was obviously the mistake tonight, the mistake against Slovan. I remember that one as well. Like, it was night and day because he had a random punt upwards for no reason. Again, was really not great against Dortmund either. He basically allowed Adeyemi in like 5 different fucking times. So there's just so many little key things. You're like, if he just tweaks that, he would be a good player. But again, you know, there's too small and it's too many straight passes, especially in Europe. Yeah, no, you're 100%, Megan. You couldn't fucking have put it better. Loses the ball too easily. Just had to take the Celtic goal because Harry Kane had his hand up even when it was him playing everyone on side. It's the English way. They're just like, it's a free kick, isn't it? It's like, nah. He was diving a lot towards the end of the match as well, might I add. By the way, that was hilarious to watch at times. But yeah, I feel like that's mostly everything that I need to kind of cover for this game. We've gone live for about 2.5 hours. How was your birthday, by the way, Megan? Before we depart, I feel like I should probably ask you directly, because we don't really message each other that much. I know you're a busy lass, so how was your birthday? Was it enjoyable? Did you manage to go and do all the shit you wanted to do? That lightning striker all over TV, you know. Let him have his moment. I appreciate that, Stephen. That's very kind of you, Chief. That's very kind of you, man. Don't know if we gained any more subscribers, but I think we gained a few, so I'm definitely not disheartened by that. 5 away from 1600, so hopefully maybe in the next stream. What is the next game actually? I should fucking check that while I'm on here, because I'll forget to otherwise. I'm pretty sure it's just after Valentine's, or on Valentine's maybe. If it's no, it's the 15th. Any things you love to see, man. Things you absolutely love to see. Did you get up to anything special? Just kind of what I'm curious to know. Oh yeah, I should have probably done that, right? I should check the rest of the Champions League results just out of curiosity, because I haven't fucking looked at them. So Feyenoord beat Milan. I was watching the end of that. Benfica won against Monaco 1-0. That was the other result. Red card from Monaco. Who did they lose? Aaron Wasrati. Oh, that's unlucky. But if you want to see how bad the UEFA referees have been, by the way, just go and check out the highlights of the Bruges-Atalanta match, because that was fucking woeful. That was genuinely woeful. Nah, you take it easy as well, Black Squad, mate. Went and seen the game and went for food. Fuck it, man. Things you love to see. I think the ref changed the game in the beginning, gave them corners when it should have been goal kicks. Yeah, you've absolutely got that right. I'm just going to call you Ultra Instinct, because the middle of that's a lot. It's a mouthful. It's definitely a tongue twister if I've ever seen one. On the goal cut off, I'm sure the defender makes a move. The striker can move as long as it doesn't happen. So in hindsight, the defender shouldn't have moved for that. Well, that's the point I was trying to make, Chief. See, when I was saying like Upamecano had like stepped in front of it and Ida had tried to move out the way, so like in the shot when you see it back, Ida's actually behind Upamecano. It's Upamecano that's actually obstructing Neuer, because Upamecano's turning that way, well, Ida's literally dancing to the side. So if anyone's in his way, it's actually his own defender. That's why I thought the goal would have stood, because Ida doesn't do anything. Like, sure, he's involved in the play, I guess, but it's not a direct, like, he's not standing in front of Neuer. Like, he's off to the side like that, and Neuer's like here, or I should say like here. So it's not as if he wouldn't be able to see the ball. And like I said, it's not as if the shot was from inside the box either. It was for 35 yards out. If Neuer can't see where that's going, that shot was in the fucking play for about 2 seconds. He had more than enough time to react, but if you have a chance to appeal it, you do, I guess. Because I've seen it happen to 1 or 2 other teams where they've just allowed it to go. I mean, Monaco did it. Who was it they were against? Someone in the fucking group stages, but they had a goal very similar to that. Well, again, because someone got involved in the play, they had to VAR it, but that goal stood, so I don't know. Football's a strange and funny sport sometimes. Oh, we absolutely do. Absolutely do. I'm not unoptimistic about us getting something at the very least. I mean, the second half gave me a wee bit of hope, but we need to play like that for the minute 1 next time. Aye. No, I mean, no matter what way sliced, that is harsh. I can see why they disallowed it, but my argument is that Upamecano was in front of the ball first, so goal should have, at the very least, the penalty should have been given. That was dumb. So now we just have, well, as Virgil says, we should just take it over to Munich and give them a relatively good game over there. Like I said, as long as we give a decent enough account of ourselves, I won't be too disheartened at the slightest. But I think I'm going to get ready to wrap this up because we're getting to the later times of things. I don't know if I'll be in the Discord for a little bit afterwards, potentially for a little bit, just to answer, questions, I guess. I don't honestly know. Might get a bit of food and jump in the VC for maybe like a half an hour or an hour just to see what people are thinking about the game. But yeah, I can't really complain about it too much. At least we got back into it, and like I said, that's not miserable. I'd be a lot more disheartened if we didn't actually get too much for that game. And to be fair, 2-1 is a scoreline that we can work with, and like I said, when you look at it on paper, we didn't play bad. Those stats are not miserable considering the fact we didn't have a fucking registered shot in the first half. In fact, we did. We had 1 registered shot. Take back what I said. Hatate's chance. That was it. But we just have to simply kind of kick on and go for the next time out. But well, if you are curious to when the next game is, by the way, it's the 15th. It's a little bit earlier, so those that are kind of more early afternoon based will have a much easier time kind of tuning in for this game, 2:45, and I'll be covering that one live. I'm not sure if there's other games happening while that's on. I was hoping that Hearts and Rangers would have been playing at the same time, so I mean, I don't need to kind of worry about covering 2 games at once or anything. If they play like at home, we can get something from them, because for the Giants, they've never played that well. I definitely agree with you to some extent. We have to take advantage early. That's the one thing I will say. We'll need to kind of pencil them as fast as we can. When's the next leg? Next week, I believe it's literally on Tuesday or Wednesday. I can confer for you the full match schedule, please. Yeah, Tuesday, the 18th of February. So literally 3 days after Dundee. We've got 2 games in the next 6 days. So that's the next Champions League match. And it's not miserable. Like I said, 2-1 still a scoreline that you can work with. For the Premiership though, that's the next match, 15th. So keep that in mind. But it's already scheduled, Chief. 18th of February, 8 PM kickoff. Was there anything else you need to check before I wrap this one up? Because I'm about to finish things here, so I can enjoy myself and get a little bit of food in my system, I think. I bought these like salt and chili chicken bite things that I'm fucking dying to try, so that's my plan. Food time, baby. And again, considering how fucking pissed I was after the first half, I don't feel as bad after the second, which is a positive, which is something, I guess. KT and AJ needed it for 100%. 100%. So do we just have to win and not concede to go through? It comes down to 2 factors, Chief. It depends how much we win by. If we win by 1, for instance, it's extra time, penalties, same kind of knockout system that it's always been in the UCL. But there is no away advantage, so Celtic don't need to score 2. They only need to score 1. If we score 2 and it's 2-0 straight through, if it's 1-0 extra time and whatever else is required after that, obviously, we kind of want to limit the damage. So the next goal and that kind of match is massive. Whoever scores the opener, if there even is an opener, it's going to be pretty crucial. Should we sign Callum Ferry for Queens? Wouldn't be a bad idea, just as an emergency loan for that one match, just to see what happens. Without away goals, how does it work if we win like 3-0? If we win 3-0, we just simply go straight through. Right now it's 2-1 on an aggregate, so if we win by 1 extra time, win by 2, straight through. But we cannot lose, simply put. We can't even draw. If it ends 1-1, we go out, kind of standard practice, chief. Well, I think that does, officially cover everything, so we can get ready to wrap this one up a little bit. Where's the outro music? There it is. Fantastic. Don't think we'd be in a knockout again talking about it. Yeah, to be fair, man, it's one of those where it could be a lot worse. We could have been sitting here afterwards talking about like a 4-0 sweeping where we got absolutely fucking cantered. So the fact that we think it's scudded, respectable. We play a good game, very, very good second half, and we play a good second half like that again. And we do that for the whole 90 minutes the next time round. Always potential for us to do something. That doesn't surprise me at all. They're miserable bastards half the time, isn't it? Can't complain too much. Well, I'm going to get ready to do all the outro stuff, so get ready for that, I suppose we take it. Yeah, I think that's basically everything. So, thank you for watching, thank you for coming along, thank you for taking the time to join us for the stream. I'm sorry that it wasn't a win, but at the very least we're still in it, very, very slightly. Like I said, dead man walking type vibes, we're waiting for our fate, but right now it's still very much in our own hands for now, but we cannot concede another. I think we should appeal the goal. I don't think we can appeal any of Bayern's goals, both of those were legit. Alicia's was genuinely fantastic, probably the goal of the night. Maybe get half a goal at 0.5. Doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? If the game ends like fucking 0.5-0, still go out. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much. We just have to take it to them in Munich 100%. So we kind of take it as is, you know what I mean? It's one of those. Like I said, if you want one last little look before we bail out, that's the next match on this channel. If you want to take a gander and join us for it, you can. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. But you can join us for that. And then, of course, a week from now, if you want to join us just for that Champions League match instead. So that's basically everything that I need to cover, and I'm pretty pleased with that, to be fair. Not the worst outcome and worst case scenario. Going to bail out, enjoy yourself, don't you worry, just for laughs. I'm fully aware for that. I'm fully aware. I'm going to bail out for now, you know the drill. Celtic, despite losing, are still the best goddamn team in the world. Yes, catch yous in a few days. Hopefully you enjoy yourselves. Enjoy. Bye.